Look at me, not forgetting to set things to record. It's fantastic. Jung, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I did mess something up, though. Said I didn't forget to set things to record. But I messed up the window distribution. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Back. It makes noise. It doesn't make noise anymore. I mean, it still makes noise. Oh, I forgot to give myself the man. When you let's go live. For me to talk about things. Welcome to the stream, everybody. When you record things, you need to sync things together. When you have two sounds. Well, actually, when you have sound and image, you also need things together. But sound and image for the game, it's always synced for me. But the sound of the game and my own sound are not synced because those are two different files. Let me just also confirm that everything is working together goodly. So what I do is with song, it's a lot better than with buttons. Actually, yeah, because you can sort of. So 1, 2, 3. There it is. That works too. I've been helping out with cleaning out an apartment so it can be sold. So I'm pretty tired. Yes. That is the sort of work that will ruin your... that will ruin you. And, yeah, it's like when you move. It's basically... Oh, wait, you need to clean it. So it's worse than when you move. It's even worse than when you move. My God. What are you doing, Jung? This is gonna ruin you. So, what are we doing today? Well... That depends on what we were doing last time around. I know I had quests. I know I had mages. Oh, that's right. We're fighting the Thieves Guild. That's going to be fun. So, I was giving a mysterious note. Oh, that was hilarious. And because I went to prison. So, we're now going to need to go to... You know what? When we go to the waterfront, let's explore the town a little bit. Because we haven't done that. We haven't explored the town too much. Your grandma's. I mean, I figured it wasn't your apartment to be sold, just because you're helping out. You said you're helping out. But it's your grandma's. Yeah. It's also kind of... Well, it depends on how much stuff you're actually getting out of the apartment. But it can be cool to you know, to go through old stuff, even if it's not yours. Maybe special.
Palace, at least on the first 2 floors.
That's good to know. Wait.
Something I can help you with.
Yes, you talked about the Imperial Palace.
This is where the Emperor lives. When there is one. The council meets on the first floor. The first and second
When
floors
there
are
is
public.
one emperor.
All other parts of the palace are strictly off limits.
Well, I'm about to go join the Thieves Guild, so maybe I'll get myself into some trouble. Tell me about the Elder Council.
The Elder Council chambers are closed to the public for the duration of the emergency.
The emergency because the Emperor died. Have you heard anything interesting?
Truth is, the Legion doesn't know who is behind the Emperor's murder. We've already ruled out the Dark Brotherhood. So is this something worse?
You don't like the Dark Brotherhood?
Farewell, citizen.
Why would you not like the Dark Brotherhood? They're a faction. I mean, they're not like the Kamonatong in Morrowind, which are a little bit more legal than the Dark Brotherhood. And in fact, the Kamonatong really don't like the Dark Brotherhood in Morrowind. It's very windy in here in the city, which I think would be not actually the case, considering there's such big walls. I mean, maybe the wind would go around like in these places, but I've never been in a place that has such tight corners in the roads and all that sort of stuff. So we need to go to the waterfront. Beautiful place, this one. The Talos Plaza, I think it is. No, that's not. It's the other one. The Temple District? Yes, this is the Temple. Temple of the Dying. She has had several strokes, so she can't live alone in that apartment, and just costing money for nothing. I see. I'm sorry about that, about the strokes. That's yeah. We must look after each other. My grandmother on my father's side also had trouble with. It wasn't, well, it's kind of complicated. It wasn't strokes that she had. She had stomach cancer, I want to say. But the complications, the results were pretty much the same, and yeah, it's just she had to be looked after for a while. And this is the first time we're here in the waterfront. There's Nun Roots over there. Nun Reet, as we have learned to call them. And there's a boat. There's a ship. And nothing... Oh, a repair hammer is... No, not that, but the repair hammer is very much appreciated. It's sort of interesting that they put repair hammers out here in these things. Not only are they actually like good to sell, because they're a little bit expensive in comparison to a broom that weighs 4 pounds. But they're also useful.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
It's good for you. Have you heard of the Grey Fox?
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
I see. Have you heard anything interesting?
I understand money is tight, but buying discount spells seems like a bad idea.
Buying anything, and seems like a bad idea for a beggar like you, I would say. Can I persuade you?
I'm listening.
Yes. Let's see. He hates, likes, like. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I get it.
You do? For 55, that's not very good.
It's not bad.
Yep, I mean, that's another way of saying that's not very good. Grey Fox?
He's a fairy tale.
Oh, no.
Blessings of Arcane.
Maybe. I need to, it's not, there's a specific time that I need to join. I was given a mysterious note. Maybe I check it out. I have to wait until midnight. I need to be there at midnight, so we have plenty of time to look around, get to know the place and all that. This place can be very pretty depending on the weather, the waterfront. Oh.
Hello. What's new with you? I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent.
Which is something pirates talk about. Absolutely.
It's
Daedra worship. These conversations are zany all the time. All the time.
Good
Uh,
day.
yes.
Beautiful, isn't she? The Maria Lena.
Just talking about the ship.
Damn fine ship.
No more mod problems. Nope.
Damn
I uninstalled
fine crew.
the thing that was giving me
I
problems.
should know.
I also
I'm
it
the
made the
first
game a little bit uglier
Malvolus.
because of
So believe me when I tell you we don't
Ambient
like it
occlusion.
when people snoop around.
the mod that I had introduced ambient occlusion, which is probably the problem that was happening.
My men will run.
There's still some issues, but only happened last time around.
I hope I made myself clear the first time. If you get near that ship, you'll end up dead. Now get out of my face.
I wasn't even near the ship. I mean, I was a little bit near the ship, but one thing I kind of maybe want to do is lower the weather volume. There's no such thing. Yeah, let's go with effects. The voices are all over the place all the time, so it's futile to try to figure out what volume it's best to play the game at. And that's another reason why doing post editing is so good. I'm really happy with the results of the Let's Play of this game. In terms of results, in terms of the end product as it is, as it were. I need to do that more, but I could do that more. Well, actually, doing that for every game that I play, boy, because it's easily another 40 minutes to do the editing for each episode. So it's quite something. But the result is good. We have a little bit of a shanty town back here. Best town, shanty town. You do realize, why would you do that? Beggars
Well met.
food bag. Hey, Hamuse.
Go ahead, please.
No, I won't.
Be seeing you.
I will. Just looking around, you know how it is. Am I doing the same thing that I did with Bloodlines? I'm also doing that with Bloodlines. I'm doing the same thing on both. Yeah. So it's basically one day gets I publish an Oblivion episode. The other day I publish a Bloodlines episode. So I'm basically doing it both ways. Bloodlines a little bit easier because there's a lot less wasted footage. There's a lot less of nonsense. I say nonsense, but just like this. This doesn't make it into the Let's Play. And the other thing as well is just it allows me to talk to you during a Let's Play, because like in when I did the Witcher, my first stream playthrough, The Witcher 3, I was careful not to talk over other characters. So if anybody joined in, I wouldn't talk. I would just listen, and then I would make. And then when the dialogue paused, I would talk to the viewers. But that way I can just talk and comment and say nonsense things that yeah, the end result, it does result in a Let's Play without anywhere near as much rambling, because I rambled during the dialogue. I noticed that in a little bit that I did off camera. And I rambled immediately. I started to ramble. And the thing is, I had rambled about that already. It just started to... My god, I'm the worst. I'm literally the worst. Was The Witcher 3 my first stream? Not my very first stream ever. My first stream was Darkest Dungeon. It's up on YouTube. All the things, including Darkest Dungeon. 2 hours of Darkest Dungeon. Hello.
Don't be the last to read today's Black Horse Courier. Sorry? Only one copy of the Black Horse Courier per customer.
Well, how... Sure.
Farewell.
Farewell. I'm so sorry. Oh, boy. Okay, so we're waiting until midnight. I'm just looking around, trying to see if there's anything that's worthwhile to deal with. There's pirates out here.
Oh, it's you.
There's no pirates. This is an outlaw, which is different.
You can call me Halad the Outlaw, because I'm on the lam.
I wish I knew what being on the lam means. I think it means being an outlaw. Tell me about the city.
I helped build Raven Rock.
You can say that I missed the
Had
Witcher
a
3
bad run-in
streams.
with the law, so here I am. Pretty soon I'll head out for the Imperial Reserve, try my luck there.
Have you heard any rumors?
I have friends visiting soon, so I told them to stay
I
at
miss
the
them as
King's
well.
Tavern.
Okay. Oh, he hates me.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, the Witcher 3 is the kind of game that I would play. I would replay. Definitely. Maybe not. No, maybe not for a let's play. I don't know. The problem with The Witcher 3 is that the gameplay is very fun for the first time around, but I don't see it being enjoyable on the long run on a replay, because it's just, I don't know, it's not deep enough. The combat is not deep enough. It's not like it's not like Dark Souls. Why is this barrel closed? Well, I'm not gonna steal from it, but that's a special barrel right there. Maybe during the night I'll be able to do that. But we do need to wait for the night. Okay. I'm gonna save here. There's combat mods for it to make it brutal. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff that I probably would have more fun doing. But then again, that's the other thing. The game is balanced to have so much combat that having combat mods that make it like Dark Souls. Can you imagine? It basically would make. I'm just saying Dark Souls because that's the bar that I judge all combat, all real-time third-person combat by. But can you imagine Dark Souls with as many enemies as The Witcher has? It just wouldn't, it wouldn't be the same game. It just people would drive people insane. It would be bad. Don't do that. So we're waiting until midnight. A little bit after midnight. We can't. How long did you stream it for? 3 months? More? Maybe more, actually. Probably like 6 months. Quen, yeah. And it's raining. But I think we are on time. Hey. Amuse. It was you, all along.
You wish to join the Thieves Guild too?
Oh, it wasn't him.
Maybe we will soon be brothers in the shadow. Only Armand can say.
Armand? Who's Armand? You know Armand? Oh, it wasn't you. Or was it? Argonians look so cool. Argonians just look so cool. They need to make a game where everything is an Argonian. Not everyone, everything. Your house is an Argonian. You have a table, Argonian it is. Your sword, Argonian. Your clothes! Okay, not that bit, maybe. Back awful, welcome to the stream. I thought you meant Amudai. I don't actually know who Amudai is. Bethesda will never do Tess Black March. At this point, I don't know. They have, it's so easy for them to make something good. It's so easy. It's incredible. I'm not in frame properly, am I? There you go. No, that's bad. That's a little bit better. But they will not. They will make it for microtransactions or whatnot. So just for clarification, what is happening right now? I'm waiting for Armand. And this guy's he's just in love with me. Is that Armand? Shows up at midnight. It's past midnight? Oh, it's 1 a.m. Hi. Methrodel. She looks badass. Armand Christophe. He also looks badass. Okay, well, if you'll excuse me, I'll just take out a torch, because this rain... There you go. Well...
Do I know you?
I got a mysterious note. I mean,
Ah, yes. Another scoundrel who served time in an...
Dark God of Thuru, welcome to the stream.
The Grey Fox is
The
already...
Argonian looks mad. They always look mad. That's why they look cool. Well, First off, tell me about the Grey Fox.
He is the king of thieves in Cyrodiil. You could think of him as our guild master, although he would deny
They will
that.
break all my Fallout 4 Nexus mod. Okay. Well, how about joining the Thieves Guild?
Everyone is here. Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the...
They'll break all Fallout 4 mods by doing an update.
The Thieves Guild
Yeah.
is not a myth. We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his doyen. Merely by finding me, you have passed the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same time. Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest.
That's not fair.
Methrodel, you know the rules. However, for Amu's sake and the newcomer, let me state them clearly. Whoever brings me the diary of Amantius Electus without killing him will be invited into the guild.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
Somewhere in the Imperial City, the beggars will help you locate it for a price. I can sell you lockpicks if you need them. One more thing. You cannot kill each other during this trial. We may be thieves. We're not murderers.
I mean, can I paralyze them? Because I want that sort of spells. I want spells that paralyze people. I spoke with Armand Christophe, who is a member of the Thieves Guild. He offered me a chance to join the guild, but I have to compete against 2 other thieves, Methrodel and Amose. Whichever one of us steals Amantius Electus's diary first will be inducted into the Thieves Guild. It's somewhere in the Imperial City. He told me that the beggars might be able to tell me where to find him.
Maybe he lives in the Elven Gardens district.
So he says. Actually, she's off. Excuse me, Puny. I know we talked before. Hi.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
I'm sure you are. I'm looking for Amantius Electus.
I've heard of him. What's it worth to you?
5 coins?
Oh, you are most generous. He lives in the Temple District on the Far East Side. He's an early riser, usually up by sunrise.
Okay, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Blessings upon you.
And you? Okay.
Oh, hey, sweet lady.
No, don't say that. No, that's such an annoying line. Oh my god. Okay, so I suppose I could have followed her. Does she know where the, No, she's still there. Look at her. Is that her? I think that is. We never talked to her. Kind of wanted to. She had a cool makeup thing. Come back. Oh, hey, sweet lady. No. I'm never going to see her again. Methrodel. Also, she's got a crown, which means that we can't kill her.
Hi there.
Hi. No. Okay, well, I don't speak. I think she is indeed headed there. We're going as fast as I can. The only, actually, wait. Are we in the Temple District right now? We are in the Temple District. That's Amantius Electus' house. Oh, she's going there. She's going there. The guard is here. Hey, you cheat. She cheated. Okay, let's not. Let me get my mouse back. Okay, we're sneaking. She cheated in. Hey. Oh, that's bad. I don't want to steal from you. Okay. We have a map. We also have a crash. Don't worry about it. Freaking. It's the map. It's the map. I'm not. It's the map mod. I'm not changing it. Imagine Bethesda making a game with no textures, no nothing, and you have to buy mods to get them. It's only cosmetic. That sounds about right. I don't know that I saved. First craft show of the day. Hopefully the last. Oh, we're gonna need to sit through that thing?
Do I know you?
Oh my god.
He's just a name on a...
Does he hate me or something?
Somehow, I think. I really don't have... He's just... Ah. Everyone is here. The Thieves Guild is not...
What the heck just happened?
We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his doyen.
I think... Anyway, we got the correct thing first. It doesn't matter.
It's the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same
Just
time.
need to sit through this.
Rather
My
than
God.
a normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest.
And I don't think I could talk to her.
That's not fair.
Why does he complain that it's a contest and he doesn't like it?
However,
Now I know where to go. At least I knew where to go. I was following
let me state
the quest marker. It was gonna be fine.
the diary of Amantius Lectus without killing him. Right into
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
Does she bolt?
somewhere in the Imperial City,
Does she? No, she doesn't.
located for a prize. I can tell you
I like his mutton chops,
one more thing.
like that character from Disco Elysium,
Kill each other during this trial,
like our character from Disco Elysium.
not murder.
Thieves. Okay.
Maybe he lives.
Hey, hey, wake up, wake up.
I'm
Put up-
saving up.
That's the one. Okay.
Oh,
Good. Bye.
blessings upon you.
And you. Okay. Whew.
Oh, hey,
I hope I may.
Oh my God, you're the worst.
Oh, hey, sweet lady of Wayrest.
Oh my God, he sings in a different thing. Oh, he's still singing. That's the worst thing. Also, I'm taking a shortcut, by the way. If you're wondering what's going on. I also believe I may have destroyed my torch. Which games made the quest marker a thing? This game made the quest marker a thing. Absolutely, this game. I don't believe it existed before. Like even as a quest, even as a notion. There we go. Okay. Ooh, it's thundering. We have a map. And the map says it's here. Amantius Electus' diary. I have beaten Methridel and Amuse to Amantius Electus' diary. Now to get back to Armand in the Garden of Dariloth. I'll have to wait until midnight when he's there. It's fine, don't worry about it. See you later. She just gives up. She just literally gives up and leaves.
Thief! You stole that diary from me. Now I have to wait to get into the guild.
That's some really redundant... Yes, I am a thief. It's the freaking Thieves Guild. Okay, well, let's go back to Armand. Save! Good call. Let's get some mushrooms. Fly Amanita. They look so nice. They get taken. They get taken. All of them. All of that.
Hi there.
Hi, Marana. We're gonna talk to all of them eventually. Don't worry about it. Those are gonna be sad streams. The streams where I just explore one area until everybody has been talked to. That's gonna be the saddest. You might still be there. It's still pretty early. Having a Dark God in the chat is probably bad luck. No, it's good luck. Who's like? It's the coolest dogs. Wait, not dogs. Also dogs, but no, gods. It's the coolest out of the dark ones. Have you never seen a movie? This god, this dark offers good luck for a good price. Also games. Also offers games to me though, so not to you. You're not. I mean, maybe to you. You need to talk him up. Oh, he's gone. The jerk. So, 1, 2, 3. 21 hours just standing here waiting. That's fair. That's a thing that happens. Burps. Yeah. Also this happens, and I don't understand why it takes forever. It's not like they're not calculating anything. The game is not calculating anything. This is simply an animation. Here we go. Aw. What? Where's Amuse? Hey.
Thief!
Yes, thank you for the eulogy. Thank you. That's very nice.
Are you confused?
Are you confused? Hey, I think we didn't get to know each other very well.
Say what you're going to say.
He hates me so much. Okay. The hates, likes. Okay, so that's...
Don't wait. That's just stupid.
Ooh, that was stupid, yeah.
Great. That's just not funny. That not now, not late. Don't that I can't argue with that. Don't that I can't argue with that. That's amazing.
That was pretty amazing. Your likes are bad though.
I see.
Okay. Well, tell me about the Grey Fox.
He is the king of thieves in Cyrodiil.
Okay. Well, tell me about the Imperial City.
A little tip. People who ask a lot of questions around here tend not to be very popular.
Oh, I'm not popular already. Rumors?
Fintius has the best bookstore in the city. Of course, First Edition is the only bookstore in the city.
That's so sad. In Morrowind, you had so many bookstores, specifically in Vivec. Well, there were 3 in Vivec. 2 of them right next to each other. Vivec is such a beautiful city. So amazing. So, I passed the Thieves Guild test.
Congratulations! You have returned with the diary.
She still met 24 hours later, saying the same exact line. Didn't think through it at all.
Owe your loyalty to our
reputation system is so broken in Bethesda games.
He has 3 rules you...
Do they always do the telepathic? Okay, tell me about these 3 rules.
First,
Do they always do the telepathic
steal
guards?
from another member of the guild.
Vivek's such a beautiful person. No.
Never kill anyone on the job. This is not the
Is
Dark
he-
Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary.
I don't know, actually.
Third,
I got a very
don't steal
specific impression of him the last time I played Morrowind.
peasants and beggars.
And I believe
under the
he's
personal
definitely not a
protection
good,
of the Grey
beautiful
Fox,
person.
Particularly here on the waterfront.
He's guilty and he's a... Okay, well, it's just a lot to go through. Tell me about the Thieves Guild.
What do you want to know?
So, what happens if I kill someone?
Breaking any of the 3 rules means
There's a mod that
expulsion
fixes
from the
that.
Thieves Guild.
Also, New Vegas.
If you
New
commit
Vegas
murder,
also had
you
that.
must
Oh,
pay the blood price.
I
to
think
the
New Vegas
guild.
had like specific faction.
blood price
assigned.
for each person slain.
No, Skyrim also has faction assigned reputation, doesn't it? What about the Grey Fox?
He's been around forever. It must be 300 years or more since he took charge. I'm not sure he's even human.
He could be human. I think he might be a vampire, though. Maybe. That'd be cool. I want to be a vampire. What about Hieronymus Lex?
He's a captain of the Imperial Watch.
I thought he was
He
the
is
captain.
pursuing a personal vendetta
of the
against
Imperial
the
Watch.
Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox.
NCR hated me for no reason.
2 years ago,
Oh, I see what
I
you
made
mean
a
then.
fool out of him
With
when he
those
tried
weird
to
things.
arrest me. Lex has never forgotten.
He never found you again, I guess. Sources of information?
The best source of information are the beggars. Their eyes and ears seem to be everywhere. However, be prepared to spend a little coin. They won't tell you anything for free. At least not anything true.
It makes a lot of sense that the beggars would be used as spies. Because they have a community. Not because their eyes and ears are everywhere. I didn't see any beggars in the Imperial District. No, not Imperial District. The Central District, the Golden Palace place. And also certainly not inside the Golden Palace. So you need to have other eyes and ears. But as for finding a community that already exists, the beggars, not even the beggars, specifically the rough sleepers, they would have definitely a community because those communities do exist in real life, and historically speaking, they do as well, because they need to look out for each other and also teach things and to each other and all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna do jobs. I am so sorry. That job might have to wait, but because I'm trying to join the Mages Guild. But I'm gonna ask about the jobs.
Jobs? We're thieves, not masons or scribes. Look, you're on your own as a thief. Go find a likely-looking house. Case the joint to see when the owner is gone. When he leaves, you break in and steal some stuff. You don't need special permission or orders to do that. However, you will
I
find that you can only
There's no permission to do something without permission.
fences. Most other merchants won't take hot merchandise.
See you later, Dark God of Thuru. Thank you for showing up. So we all work alone?
Well, sometimes they
Hate to do it soon, but I gotta head out. My company's doing your
You know,
Christmas party today. Oh, enjoy! Enjoy the party.
Require certain items for special.
Z is a liar, murdered,
You should
and
check
murderer
your
and
employer
manipulator,
once in a while to
but
see if
also
there are
Z tried
commission
their-
jobs available.
their best. Oh, I see. But the Thief Guild special jobs, maybe?
You need more experience. before
You're talking about Vivek,
Commission
right?
job.
Because
On guard tells
I'm not
me
sure
that
about
you
the
haven't
gender
turned
of,
in
uh,
loot yet.
of Vivek.
When you've
Not fundamentally a bad
contributed
person.
guild coffers by
Liar, murderer, and manipulator.
Vanguard,
I can see what you
might have
mean.
something for you. Come back then.
Oh yeah, that's why it actually works really well in this game. I guess I'll see you later, maybe.
Shadowhide.
She still hates me. Methrudel, one of these days we're gonna be great pals.
Yes?
Okay, I think she might. No, she didn't forgive me.
So?
Vivek is bi-gendered, man and woman, or mer and womer. I'm not sure actually if it's mer, because isn't mer specifically for elves? Yeah, and he's an elf. But the thing is, it's always very weird in fiction to use the just to refer to men, and I sometimes note that in Let's Plays because it's weird. And the writers forget how they want to do it. In Morrowind, in particular, not in Morrowind in particular. Or what I was thinking is in Elder Scrolls in particular, it's less problematic because there's so many different races. But specifically the Mer races, they're not like the Bretons or the Nords and all that. And so the word human itself, or human, and the word man tend to have a different meaning. And human doesn't get used very often, and if it is, I would think that's not canonical in the Elder Scrolls. But for men and women, I think that's more for the gender than for necessarily the race. So I think Mer specifically is for the race, but I've never saw Woomer, and also it wouldn't work for other languages. It's sort of a sad and happy coincidence at the same time in English that man and woman, like in the word woman has man in it, and it's sort of like woo is a change, because other languages don't have that, or at least Romance languages don't have that. Craftsmanship of the highest quality in Dwarf. But technically, if Vivek, I don't know what the origin is, because if Vivek is like the merging of two people, then that's one type of thing. If they're just intersex, that's another type of thing. And of course, gender and sex is two different things and all that. Isn't men supposed to be described humans? Yeah, I think so. I think that is. It's really complicated, and it's better to, at least specifically when you talk specifically about humans, it's better not to say that, and just say to. And that's why games usually use the word folk or kin or kindred, depending on all this sort of stuff. Mankind doesn't mean just the man. Yeah, that's it's just one of those things that works for English in a little bit different, in a little bit of a different way that it does for other languages, I think. Even in real life, man means different things. Man is human, and man is capital M. Yeah. It also, and again, it also depends on languages. And even if you can capitalize men and be specifically referring to just man, because you can capitalize any letter to give it a different meaning. I'm trying to think of examples here, but I'm not actually coming up with any examples. I was thinking of nature, but you can do that, like capital T for trees. I don't know. Let's just go with that, and it's just give it a different meaning in the sense of the conversation. If you're you probably need to be talking about fantasy or like a philosophy or something like that to be able to have a reason to capitalize trees. but still, it sort of works like that. Vivek's is not a mix of two people. It's their personal gender expression and an expression of their personal philosophy. Yeah, I was just riffing off of how they look, because they got like there's people who have that. There's I think it's Chimera. I'm not actually sure. It's the same principle of a Chimera, but Vivek is one part one color and the other part another color. So I figured it could be something like that, but it's all depending on the lore. I like it when they use men as humans in Lord of the Rings. You like it when they use men as humans? They do use... Yeah, there's a very big distinction. The Lord of the Rings is a very interesting fiction, I find, in regards to the usage of race. Because it is written from Lord of the Rings is written from a very mythological perspective. Like all the books, especially the Silmarillion, but that's normal because of the nature of the text. But the Hobbits as well, and the Hobbit, and the Lord of the Rings in specific is written from an omniscient narrator, but written on the same tone as a myth would be written. It's a very moralistic story, for one, so it's already unrealistic from that standpoint. But specifically in regards to the nuance of things, which was not a criticism, but sort of it was a conscious decision, I think, but definitely a conscient conclusion that Tolkien himself reached, which is, it's very black and white, which is how myths are. Well, not all myths are created, definitely not, but specifically Abrahamic religions, which and Tolkien was Christian, so Abrahamic religions have that sort of storytelling. So it's very much inspired like that, and I like that a lot, because it allows you to read things like the Lord of Darkness and this person and that person, and just you see that very black and white. That's evil and that's good, and you engage with a text. In those terms, and when it comes to race, it's very much the same. So the world of man is falling or whatever, and the old kings of, what was the name? Old kings of Numenor. That's the word. The old kings of Numenor just diluted and all whatever, which is a sort of conversation that's also very connected to very racist upbringing of Tolkien. It's the beginning of the 20th century. The understanding of races just back then was super bad. but that treatment of the races, specifically of the elves, as so inherently superior, you can engage with the text and understand it as a mythical writing, and not have to say that the writing is bad or because it doesn't have nuance. In regards specifically with the races, since we're talking about it, and I think it works really well in that way, because there's not like, if you're gonna try to write a realistic storyline where you have such distinct and obvious racial differences like Lord of the Rings has between the elves and men in specific, but not just the dwarves themselves, and there's a lot of where you have personality assigned to race and all this sort of stuff. If you want to do it realistically, you're just gonna come across like you're gonna run into so many problems just of just being people, not like, even if human races, to put it like that, were biological, which they are not, but even if they were, it still wouldn't mean that people act differently based on their race. And in a world like the world of Lord of the Rings, they still wouldn't have that sort of such clear distinctions. The split in the middle is an expression of the change brought when the Tribunal became gods and the Chimer became the Dunmer. Oh, I remember the Chimer. Yeah. There's a book about that in Morrowind. I think I only read it for the first time when I did the Let's Play of Morrowind. The Chimer were golden-skinned like modern Altmer. Almalexia chose to remain in her Chimer appearance, while Sodasil, which we never meet... No, do we meet Sodasil in the Tribunal expansion? I think so. think we kill him, maybe. Spoilers. Embrace the Dunmer appearance. Lord of the Rings is also an outlet of Tolkien's expression with the world wars. Yeah, it's sort of... I mean, I understand that. I see that. But it's also... I think it's simplistic to... Like, there's a part of that. It's not really... It wasn't the point. That's not the point of the writing. And it's good to understand that the Lord of the Rings as having that subtext and as having that background, but you know, that's just how you interpret any text. There's always going to be a background to anybody that writes about the world. Mid-Sothilian Tribunal plugged into the Matrix. Oh right, I remember. Phew, that was a brutal thing. He was dead already. Alexia killed him. Spoiler. Bored as fuck. Welcome to the stream. Did you see Project Zomboid's new patch? I did not. I actually checked up on their website a month ago or something, and it was patch 19 or something. But I haven't played Project Zomboid in a while. I'm kind of hoping that they just make a final version, and so I can do a let's play. Well, he survives in the Matrix in the Will of Lol. Oh, I didn't know that, or I forgot about that. It looks really good. Yeah, Project Zomboid is fun. Okay, let's try to convince Methrodel that we're friends. She likes it. She likes it. She hates it. She hates it. Okay, so let's go with that.
Sorry. I can't argue with that. You win this one. I salute you most.
No,
You
don't salute me.
don't talk so. Don't. You think that's funny?
I ruined it. Okay, well, she likes me now. Tell me about Hieronymus Lex.
He's captain of the Imperial Watch. He's pursuing
Bumpy is
a
streaming it
personal
today,
vendetta
or
against the Thieves
streaming it on
Guild and the
Tuesday.
Grey Fox.
Nice.
I heard the Grey Fox personally humiliated Lex years ago when he tried to arrest Armand Christophe for theft. Lex has never forgotten it.
Yeah, that's what we heard. So, see you later.
Shadow hide you.
Indeed. Okay, now, remember how I said that I want to do a Mages Guild quest, or to get into the Mages Guild? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, we're gonna go on we're gonna case a joint and we're gonna hike it up and scoop it and whatnot. All the slang that thieves have that I have no idea about. So let's go to. Let's first save. Let's go to the Temple District. Sounds like a lovely place. Do we have a noble quarter? Talos Plaza District. Elven Gardens. That's where we're going. Let's actually teleport, because it should be fine. And let's steal from a really rich house, the Elven Gardens District. I don't see any gardens. The King and Queen Tavern. This is promising. This is promising. Look at this house. Look at that. This is Fathis Ulis. And I'm gonna go in. Oh, that's a. Oh, this is good. I like it when. Locks are difficult. His brain is literally plugged in with wires into a Dwemer-looking construct that leads into his facility, which is said to be at the center of the wheels which form the world. And Alexis says that when she slew him, he didn't even react. It was long uploaded. Oh. I did not understand that. I think. It's been a while. I have the recollection of just being like, oh, so when she came here to kill him, he was dead already. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I'm also remembering now that I have a really cool thing. I don't know where it is. Let's find out. I don't know where it is. That sucks. I have another cool thing over there, but that's a different thing. It's a mechanical. I've had this for a while. I just saw it now that I was looking for the cool thing that I'm going to show you. It's a mechanical calendar. And my eyes are bad, basically. My eyes are shabby. I need to get eye surgery, basically. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it's somewhere else. I think it might be here. Dang it. It's such a cool thing. I don't know where it is. Why are there no dwarves in the Elder Scrolls but is dwarven stuff? There is dwarven stuff. That's a big... in Morrowind, that's a big part of Morrowind. I think it is explained with the main storyline of the... Of Morrowind. It is explained why there are no elves there. Or no dwarves. They're not dwarves, they're elves, but they're Dwemer. The mer being part. They weren't even that short. I think it's up there. I wanted to show you. Did I move the camera? No. I wanted to show you because we're on this thing. The coolest thing we will never see. No, you saw that coolest thing already. I can show you again. Jung was here when I showed this. Does he not have batteries? He doesn't have batteries. My god. This thing. Remember this thing? Doesn't have batteries. My god, nothing works. It's all rubbish. All rubbish. No cool thing. Sorry. It's basically a lock. It's a lock. So except it's transparent. So you can see the inner workings. Man, that'd be such a cool thing. Because I would open it for you with a lockpick. Where the hell did I put that? It's gotta be in that thing. I haven't looked at that. Wait. I found it! I found it! Basically, their ideal existence was being a robot without free will. And why skin? It's a lot of deep lore to explain that, but it makes sense. Why skin? Oh, wait. They had a weird philosophy. They kind of realized they were in a story/dream and decided that the best way to deal with it was to become not non-existent. Oh, that is right. There's something about that. That's right. Okay, let's get to it. So, this... You can see it, right? I need to get a mode that I have a bigger camera. I'll get into that mode once. You can see that? That is what we're seeing. Actually, I would put it like this. That's the... No, it's the opposite, because I'm inverted. That's the lockpick. That's what this... Oh, it's like this as well. Yeah. Look at that. This is the most realistic game. Lock has high stealth, but kernel perception is higher. My perception is awful. My perception is awful. Okay, so how this works is normal lock. You're not gonna be able to see the. You got a key, right? Not gonna be able to. Let me bring this up over here, so I can talk a little bit better. So normal key, and the moment you rotate the key, all the little pins sort of go up, much like in the game, which is pretty funny. And this is very bad construction because it's all acrylic and bad. It's not meant to It's not meant to be a good lock. Colonel took a 20 to search for it. Yeah, I had to re-roll a bunch. That's why it took 20 times to check. Okay, so now how you open a lock is really easy if you have this. So for you to understand how it works, it's really simple if you have this, because it allows you to see what you're doing. Doing it without seeing it, it's a little bit more difficult. But basically, you need a little bit of a thing called this thing over here. What is it called? It doesn't exist in the game. I don't know what it's called actually, because I should know the name. It's a wiper insert, I think. Anyway, it's a type of insert. You can have another. It's the insert because the insert goes into the little lock. Now, how you use it is you pick this thing and you put it over there. Just smash it in. So if I put it in frame. It's very hard doing it the other way. Okay. The bottom of the key away. If I can see it. Jesus. Oh, right. At the bottom of the keyways. I was putting it on the other side. So usually keyways only, or the keyways tend to have only a specific bit where you can put that thing in. And sometimes you can't even do that because they might be warded, or actually warding is not against this, but there's other types like cars. Cars tend to have like a little gate, so you need to open that gate. I haven't tried that yet. My car is very rubbish. If you ever tried to steal my car, just ask me for the keys. Don't ruin the thing. But you can open it with a just a normal wrench, and just it opens, it starts. Anyway, so that's how you do that. And then you're gonna rotate it in the direction of where the key opens. Which, let me remember myself so I can... There it is. It's to the right. Clockwise. Some locks open counterclockwise. So you rotate it like this. And also And then, here's the lockpick. It's in front of my face. It's a very tiny lockpick. You can see it. And that's what the game has. Right there. See? And then you use it like this. Use your fingers as tension. You get this in there. And you start in there. And you start working at the pins. And that's how it works. Tensioner. Johnson, welcome to the stream. Tensioner is what it is. With a weak lock like that, there's no need for lockpicks. Brute force will work. Yes, I have a lockpick set over here. This thing is really cheap. So you can buy these off of AliExpress or whatever. And I have a rake. I haven't tried raking this yet. I've had this for a while. It's not a very good rake. There's better rakes. Rakes are a type of lockpick. My only rake is this one, and it sucks. That's why I haven't tried it. I have a better one, maybe. Oh yeah, this one is good. So look at this rake. Let me put my face in front of it. See how it's all wiggly? This is not meant to pick. This is meant to apply brute force. Let me just put it in there. To apply brute force. So I can just pull it back and forth. Let's put it the other way. Apply brute force to the thing. There we go. No skill whatsoever. But I don't think I'm gonna open it. This is a difficult lock to open, by the way, because the last pin is very tall. You can see it in the key. If you see it in the key, you see that top of the key? That's really, really high. That means that the last pin will be really. You need to pull it up quite a lot. And I got a lot of them, but yeah, that's the sort of rake attack that you're referring to. Have you tried it in a real lock? I have, and I have opened a couple, and I've also failed at a couple. So I'm like, I suck at this. Anyway, I can open it. Let's try and open it now. You're not gonna see it because you can't, but I can put the keys over here. Oh, that's a cool thing. You see the keys? You see the lock? It's locked. And if I put the keys... Oh no. Right there. You see the keys? They're here. And now, for the most thrilling part of it. Oh, without look. I'm not gonna look at the inner working. I know how the lock is. Once you know a lock, you can pick it easily because of you just go for the pins that actually bind. Oh, binding on 5. This lock opens on a 5. Oh, there it is. Open it. And now, for the satisfying moment. Yeah, this one is an easy. Just go. Well, it's not easy to if you don't know it, because what you need to do is apply tension. Go for the 5th, pull it up, and it binds, and then you go for the 3rd and pull it up, and it binds. So the first time I actually opened it was quite satisfying, without looking, mind you, because I didn't know that. So you need to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So there it is. That's the cool thing that I wanted to show you. Whose lock? All mine. Never pick a lock that's not yours. Or I guess without the permission of the owner, I suppose. I'm not. I have this just for curiosity's sake. If you need to train this stuff, it's actually relatively cheap. You can buy like locks like this on the cheap. So, like, for $10, you probably can get 10 different locks. And if you mix them up, you put them all in a box and you take one at random, you'll not know which lock it is. So, because that's the important bit, is not knowing, I know this lock, but if I had 10 others like this, I wouldn't know that it's this lock. I wouldn't recognize it, you know what I mean? So, for training, it's good, but it's still money, and it's still time, and I don't have the time for this. I bought this because I wanted to learn how it works, and it's really fun. Also, different locks require different tools. For example, I can't show you real keys on camera because the security reasons. But my house key has 3. My front door has 3. There's a name for it. I don't know the name of it, but like there's 3 rows of pins. So it's like this, except 3 times, and you need to apply tension at the same time. Some of them might be decoys though, and only 1 of them or 2 of them work to actually open the whatever it's called. You prefer a vibration-based lock opener. For me, it's similar to brute forcing a password. The vibration makes many attempts per second until the correct pin configuration is found. That's I never heard of that. I know there's automatic locks or automatic lock pickers for safes. I've seen them work, but that's only sort of as a last resort. If you have the skill, you do it faster by hand, because the randomness makes it slower. I was gonna make a joke about your preference vibrators. Who doesn't? I mean, there's no joke about that. Don't joke about vibrators, young. Agreed, you can make a simple vibration lockpick from an old toothbrush. That's an interesting thing. I need to look into that. I mean, it's not working anymore. My only ever mechanical toothbrush? That doesn't sound right. Electrical toothbrush. My only one broke, and it doesn't work, so I can't do it. And now I use a manual one, which is what I used all my life. Anyway, let me put this back. Now, back to stealing. And let me put this back in as well. My fists. This is really good. This is really good. If any of you has pain on your wrist from using the mouse, get yourself some bracers off of whatever online shop you can get. I've shopped around pharmacies, and they are sold in pharmacies as well. This one would cost $40, and I paid, I think, $26 online. So, yeah. Now the next one will cost me nothing, because my godmother is a pharmacist, so she'll get them for free. For me, she'll probably have to pay for them, but she's good. So, let's go back. No more cool things tonight, sorry. Let's steal from here. Why does the mouse cursor disappear and appears again? I don't know. What about those anime TD's mousepad? Oh. I have the impression I might have just been spotted. Okay. Let's look for the real expensive stuff. This is not the real expensive stuff. A very hard lock. This is the real expensive stuff. What about those anime TD's mousepad? Don't they work? I never had the anime TD's ones. But they didn't work for me. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Valet, and welcome to the stream. Just in time for us to talk about anime TDs. Yeah, they don't work for me. I had one. I still have it somewhere. Where it's just a bump, so it doesn't have that little indent in the middle of the TDs. So it's just normal cushion. And it worked for a little while, but then it didn't. My problem wasn't the pressure, so I assume it's not like it may be a combination of factors in the wrist or something like that. But I have found that since I've gotten this, my hand movement, particularly in this direction, it's a lot more constricted because there's a steel reinforcement thingy. And so I'm forced to use the elbow a lot more. Now, I knew that you need to use the elbow to use the mouse, but you know that's only a constant effort to do that, and after a while I stop. So I'm just not used to it. But now with this, it trains me to not use the wrist as much, and that's what really gets me is the usage of the wrist. So this has basically healed my pain, which is great. But I don't have those. I don't have room for the anime TDs, unless they're small anime TDs. It's the mouse pad. I don't have room for it. Because I have like a... what is it called? Like a board that comes from under the desk. And that's where I have the keyboard and the mouse. And it's about 15, 20 centimeters where I have the mouse. And that's where everything happens. Yeah, it's about, like, I couldn't put two mice right next to each other. I didn't have guitar wrist problems. I did, but that's on the other hand. That's on this hand. And I use just a strap, and it works well. This is a very hard lock. My skill is 26. This is Oblivion. It's the game's fault, by the way. Leather greaves. Silver arrows, though. I'll take them. Not very good, though. I think I need to look for things that are out and about, rather than things that are in chests, because I'm never gonna find really expensive stuff in chests, because it's all leveled. And this is why Obsidian made the superior puzzles. Yes, but also, Being limited to the to locks over your level doesn't really make it any better. It just sort of highlights the fact that you really shouldn't have a minigame at all, which is how they do it in the Outer Worlds, because it's proper game design. So I didn't find anything here. Well, if there's not gonna be anything. If there's not gonna be anything out and about, I know where to go. Let's go to the market district. I hear there's places where they sell jewels. Jewels! I will get all my jewels, I will! I don't know where the jewels are, but... there's staves. Imperial Commerce. Best defense. And they don't have shields. What is this? The Gilded Carrot. Or Giraffe? I think it's Giraffe. Slash and Smash. Mystic Emporium. Divine Elegance. I'm sneaking. Yeah, There we go. Especially the puzzle in Alpha Protocol. They were amazing. I never played Alpha Protocol. Okay, we got some garments. It's not too shabby. Nothing amazing. Bronze amulet. Okay, we're beginning to get some stuff out of this. But again, nothing amazing. Where's the jewels? Edgar's discount spells. Reindeer staffs. You know what? I'm sneaking. Let's go. For a second there, I thought you were gonna say jewels, lol. You know, jewels. Jewel is a word. Jewelry is a difficult word for me. Jewelry, it's difficult. I can say it very well. I hear things falling out of things. That's good. Oh, look at all that. Tattered robes. You sell tattered robes? What kind of shop is this? There's staffs in there. Okay, I'll open this one. Nah, dang it. Also, this nonsense of breaking your lockpick. Yeah, apparently it doesn't happen. The third door on Wild Elves. Yeah, I'll take that. No Wild Elves for you. Oh, a very hard chest. This is good. So, Alpha Protocol, they were amazing and everybody copied them, including Bethesda and BioWare. That's interesting. But Alpha Protocol was a really weird game for me. I bought it for like $5 a while back, actually. Because I didn't play it on release. And of course, there's nothing here. This freaking leveled content. So I didn't play it on release. I bought it for $5, and then I started playing it. I was like, I'm gonna do a playthrough of this. I'm not a let's play because I didn't have a channel yet. But I was gonna play through it. And then I had to shoot a pistol at a person. Because, you know, it's a shooter. You can sneak, but I think in that particular place, in that particular encounter, you couldn't, because it's like a tutorial or something. So you had to shoot. And I just gave up. It was so bad. I was so upset at how bad it was. Okay. Grand Soul Gems. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And also a book. Okay, well, that's a start. That's a start, but this is all the staves. I need to go to the jewel, literally. Oh, novice retort. These are not bad either. Oh, yeah, I'll take those. Calcinator? Oh, yeah. This needs a key. Doesn't even have anything good. Anyway, where is the jewels here? Even worse is that it would be stuck in the lock if it broke. Just say gems. That's a good point. But jewelry, like, I can't just say something. I'm reading a text. Oh, we found it. The red diamond jewelry. I can't pronounce that word. I'm so sorry. Also, how would you know it's a red diamond? Wouldn't you just call it a ruby? Would they know? Would they have, like, everything? Oh, no! Okay. What am I gonna get out of this? Probably bad things. Security level ups is what we're gonna get. Immediately, you said just say gems, and immediately I'm reading the text that says jewelry. 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 Re? I think that's why. Because I tried to go for the re. Jewelry. Yeah. Re is a unnatural sound that should be forbidden. Hey, Gamerman, welcome to the stream. Oh, no. Of course. We got shoes up here. Everything is... I'm not gonna bother opening the very hard locks, because they're all leveled to my level. And they suck. And when I'm level 50, it's gonna be filled with all Daedric stuff and diamonds and whatnot. I can get these. Look up people saying jewelry and add it to the stream buttons. That's not a bad idea. I don't have stream buttons though, but that's not a bad idea. I mean, I do have stream buttons, just not, you know, sound cues or whatever. Baby steps. I have this whole thing around me. And it took plenty of time. Although the next step, honestly, is fixing the, give me all the things. No, don't close it. Just, give me, dang it. I got it. Okay, I think we have enough money. No, we don't. The first step was adding this, and now the next step is fixing the sound that happens, or that doesn't happen when people follow and stuff like that. Look at... I'm playing some American Magis Alice. Ooh, I think I've heard of that, but I don't know what that is. I think I've heard of that, because I'm not extremely surprised by the fact that there's a game with that name. Oh, dang it. Give me all of that. That shirt sucks, though. Okay, close that. Let's pretend that we weren't even here. Okay. Now, let's go back to the waterfront and sell our thing. Who do I need to sell it for? To. Sell our bounty. Not bounty. Let's look at our missions over here. Independent thievery. Armand told me that it won't have any commissions. Well, I guess... Wait. There's a quest marker. What? The fence is all the way up in Bruma? Well, I guess the fence is all the way up in Bruma. We must go there. It's not that we haven't been here. Hello. It's good to be back. The place where I started my criminal life, in fact. That's right. We got arrested, and the guards never knew why.
Have mercy.
No, no mercy. And everything was good. Ongar's house. Hey, Ongar. What's up? Do you have things? He has things. I can sell him his own stuff. Right? Not the flour, mind you. Oh, the cheese. I'll take the cheese. Lovely cheese. Iron short sword. Yes, that is mine. A ladle. Oh, we got a chest in here. Short. A letter? Your offer was ludicrous. My merchandise is worth twice that, at least. Well, you're dealing with a thief, mate. So, you know, you need to be mindful of that. What's that? Blackberries? I'll take your blackberries, but I'm not 100% sure. Ah, dang it, I took your bowl. I took your vest. I'm gonna sell him the bowl and the vest. Hey, Ongar. Oh, he doesn't like the world. The world weary.
I see you are with the Grey Fox. Do you need a fence?
Sardgil, welcome to the stream. Cheesy's life. Yes, I do need a fence, actually.
Yes?
The guy that made the game is getting copyright notifications from doing a let's play of his own game on YouTube. Wait, who's that I'm playing? Oh, really? Man. I mean, there's probably ways that could happen without it being just a bunch of scumbaggery. Because, you know, you can make the game and sell the rights to somebody else. But still. Jesus life. Okay, he likes that. He doesn't. He likes that. Okay.
You're revolting.
Your face is.
Is that so?
Oh, I'm mixing it up.
You're revolting. What a great story. What a great story. No, you do. Get away from. You can't scare me.
Okay.
Oh, please. No, you. Ugh, that's foul.
I mean, what did I say I did?
What?
That's the good one.
Please.
Okay, now we can trade.
Got some hot property.
Don't talk about it like that. That's why. Why would you say stuff like that? Also, let's haggle. I'm gonna sell him his own stuff, mind you. How about that? Silver arrows. Silver arrows didn't
I can't make that deal.
get marked as stolen. Which is interesting. Which means you can sell things that are not stolen. Okay. Off to a good start.
That's a good deal.
There we go. That's what I like to hear.
That's more than I...
That's also what I like to hear.
You've made a good bit of gold. I think I can...
Oh, I didn't say anything there.
I think I can move this...
Okay, I think I can move this up.
I can't make that deal.
What a jerk.
That seems a fair...
Okay.
I think I...
Oh no, I'm still carrying the Knights of the Nine shield. It's not very heavy though, so I suppose it's not a bad thing. Got a lot of stuff.
You got a great deal. You got a great deal.
Look at our fence. I'm unfenced. That's proper.
I think I can...
This is his ale. I sold him his ale. Potion of Insight. Sure. I don't know where I got that, but... Not the apples. I don't sell those. A less rude song. Sure.
That's a fair deal.
Glories and Lemon. Yeah, sell that. On Wild Elves. Wolf Queen Book 3. Got Starlight over here. Can sell those.
A good That's a good deal.
He bought a bowl for 0. We did it. His lips are not moving. No, they're not. Because it's weird. In this particular menu, the lips don't move, and it's really weird. Also wanted to say, but couldn't remember the exact wording, so I apologize for the delay. Most unpleasant metaphor. Please avoid it in the future. For back awful. Oh, the skin a cat. Yeah, it's not a metaphor. It's a, what is it called? It's not a metaphor. Well, I guess it would be a metaphor if you applied it in a different context, but that is an idiom. Idiom. It is an idiom, isn't it? That's the name. And it is. Yeah, absolutely. Why would even, like, what does that even mean? Who skins cats? Like, that can't come from a, does that come from a real, I'm trying to think of, like, I know there's rat skin that you use for gloves, historically speaking. But I think that just, in Portuguese, there's a saying in Portuguese that it has to do with cats and murdering them. And has to do with, when you're, well, actually, I'm saying this, I'm not sure if it is in Portuguese or if it's specifically in my family, but it has to do with drowning them rather than rather than skinning them. And it's how when you're treating something and you're throwing things about, like, throw him, and it has to do with that because historically speaking, a popular way of murdering cats is to put them in a bag and throw them into a river. So, yeah, that's the basis of that, basically. Cats are murdered left and right. throughout history and today still. So yeah, the guy. It's a reference to All it says what Becca said, but you metaphor wording the Cheshire cat responds with exactly what I put in the quotes. Yeah, that would be the thing. So yeah, why are we talking about murdering cats? Don't murder cats, pet them good. As in with an E rather than with an A. If you're patting them, then don't do it very hard.
I'm glad that's done. I need a nap.
You were sleeping. That's true. I'll see you later.
Shadow hide you.
I've reached my goal. I have fenced over 50 gold worth of goods. I should go see our man sometime. He might have something for me. Certainly not a job, because they're... What did he say? He put it in a very confrontational way. He was just like, what are you talking about? No, we don't have jobs. We're on purpose homeless. No, jobless. That's the word. Give some Portuguese idioms. It's...
Don't be the last to read today's...
I was... There's... Okay, well, there's one. The most famous one. So, if you're Portuguese, or if you speak Portuguese, then this one is super boring. Super boring, because everybody knows this, and it's also really lame. So don't say it. But, for who doesn't know Portuguese, I'll tell you one. So, the notion that things take a long time to achieve your goals, or it sometimes takes a long time to achieve your goals. In English, you'd have probably the and it exists in Portuguese as well. Rome wasn't built in 3 days. Is that an actual idiom in English? I think it is, but it's the same sort of principle. And the closest translation I can get is, including the sort of weird anagram? Not anagram. Apostrophe. The sort of weird changing of the words. So, grain by grain, does the chicken feel its tummy? It's not a tummy. What does the chicken have? The chicken has a thing, has an organ that is not a stomach. And that's the organ that it's referring to. Papo is the word in Portuguese for it. And it also refers to, basically, it can refer to, like, other things, not just that specific organ that some animals have. Chickens do. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's the one. In Portuguese, it's Rome wasn't built in 3 days, I think. Anyway, it's yeah. So, grain by grain, does the chicken feel its tummy? And that's one Portuguese idiom. Not about the one about murdering cats, though. Because I'm also pretty sure that's just my dad. Anyway, not that my dad murders cats. Although I can't rule out that he has not. I know a lot of people who have murdered cats, and it's not a thing that you would know about people. So I probably know a lot more people who have murdered cats than the people I know to have murdered cats. If you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. And there's a lot of cats. And there's a lot of people who have murdered them. I've never done that. But then again, the world is complicated. I've never done that. Let's just put it like that. Anyway, let's sleep until midnight. And sleep to Antoine? What's his name? I don't remember. Artyom. It's Artyom. Beautiful name.
I'm glad you stopped by. I have a situation that you might be able to help with.
He's constipated, maybe. That is a beautiful bird. What is that bird? A jay. It is a jay. That's a pretty bird. I don't think we have those here in Portugal. Huh. Yeah, but I don't know if that bird has it. Most likely it does. it's inside. The chicken... the chicken gets a... Specifically bald chickens, you can see them very easily. When they get full, they will get like a big little thing on their neck. And that's like a pre-stomach place. Have a bird with something bigger than grains. That's bigger than grains. No, that's the size of grains. Those are the little grains. What are those? Peanuts? I don't know what those are. Seeds or something. I don't know. It's a pretty bird. Okay, so... Yeah. What's up? No, I'll just click on it.
The Gray Fox has asked me to take care of a problem. I'm putting you on it. Hieronymus Lex actually collected taxes from everyone living here on the waterfront. Your job is to recover those taxes. Are you up for it?
He collected taxes? Actually collected taxes. Who is Hieronymus Lex?
He is a fool of a captain in the Imperial.
Fool of a
He's a
took.
real law
Guess
and order type.
You're talking about
He has
chickens.
a grudge
Gizzard,
against
maybe.
the
That could be it,
the
yeah.
Gray Fox in particular.
These are amazingly greedy,
Made
and
it
eat so
his
many nuts they no
personal
longer
mission
fit.
to capture him.
So they fill their
Gray
beaks.
Fox has
Oh,
led
that's
our
cool.
guild for
I have many
over
J's at the
300
botanical garden near me. That's cool.
He has always guaranteed protection.
Not at
to
all
the poor of the waterfront.
Not for all butter in small land is one of my favorite idioms. What does that mean? Yeah, it is. But what does that mean? Why would you... It's like you wouldn't... Yeah. It's like you wouldn't do it for even all the butter in small land. Like, yeah. It's like not for its weight in gold or something, except more specific. Why does the Gray Fox care?
The Gray Fox has led our guild for over 300 years now. He has always guaranteed protection to the poor of the waterfront.
Sure, I'll do it.
Good. Find out where he's keeping the taxes and bring them to me. I'll also need the tax records of what each citizen paid so we can return it.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
Shadow hide you.
Well, maybe. I tend to use a torch, so it's not gonna hide me very well. And it's just gonna stay there, isn't it? That quest marker. Okay, because there's a different quest. Untaxing the poor. I love that's a proper name for a quest right there. Okay, well let's talk to Hieronymus Lex. Have we talked to him? I don't believe we have. We might have seen him going about in the market district. Let's go there. Smelland used to have a lot of butter. Oh, I see. So, no price heavy enough to make... Yeah,
Good evening.
I see. Actually, I shouldn't do this like this. Oh, it's here in the temple district. Curious. Does he have a house? I think he might have a house. Or maybe it's the towers. Yeah, it's the towers. These towers, they have, there's where the guards are. And they just train and do their thing. Hi.
Speak. You're out late, ma'am.
I'm in late. It's fine.
Move along.
I'm looking for a captain.
Lend my ear, citizen.
I need to go upstairs, don't I? I can't go upstairs. Well. I guess I'll wait. So, 6 hours should be enough. Maybe. And there it is. Oh, they're going upstairs. Maybe I can go upstairs too. Now that they're all up there. They're gonna see me, but I should have time. They're sleeping. It's upstairs. They're still sleeping. It's upstairs. Oh, it's locked. Oh, this is gonna be bad. gonna be bad because he's gonna be there. Ah! And that means that hopefully I won't have to pickpocket him. He's not here? I can't see him. Okay, these things don't matter because they have leveled loot inside. There's paintings up here. What a weird place. I'll take your carrots. Okay. Oh, Nern root. I'll take it. Mead up there. This guy paints? Good for him. Oh, it is here. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. It's hard to look at both the game and the compass. Well, it's hard for me anyway. Ah! Was there? It's a matter of patience, these. Okay, money and the waterfront tax records. I found the tax records. I have indeed. In the middle of the night. Life of a thief. Okay, let's also take a look at the tax records, since we... Oh, there they are. Since we got them anyway. Adanrel, 3 coins. Amuse, 1 coin. Armand Christophe, 4 coins. Hilop, empty-handed. Thrashed? Mivrina Arano, exempted. She's a dark elf, I think. Huh. Well, here's my tax. Take your cheese and your bread. You should feel bad. Anyway, let's go back to the waterfront. Good job. Good job. That was good. Of course, we're gonna need to wait again, but that's fine. It actually doesn't take too long to wait. All of this, and I still want to do the Mages Guild quests. They're not here anymore. Of course. Of course. So, 2014. There we go. Bloody hell, my controller acted up and got me killed, says Gamerman. Yes, that is bad. That is a bad thing. That I've had my controller dying for a while, and I've had it like for... It started dying like 2 months into me having it. It's an Xbox controller, Xbox One, and this bumper over here doesn't register all the time, so you need to like click on it really at the edge. I've gotten used to doing that, but it doesn't. I mean, it's usable, but I used to click it like up top, and if I do that, it doesn't click. So I need to do it at the edge, and apparently it is designed for you to have your finger around like this, so you pull it on the edge. But that's bollocks. It should be designed for everything. It is not. I paid $50 for this crap. I've had $25 controllers that, I mean, they don't feel as good. Definitely don't feel as good. But I have $25 controllers that last longer than that. So I'll just keep buying crap, because even though it doesn't feel nice, it lasts just as long. So screw that noise. Hey,
Have you recovered those taxes?
I have.
Ah, the Gray Fox will be very...
Try aftermarket controllers?
We will
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
what I
this
use
gets
for the
back
most
to the
part.
people. Can you
I still
believe
have some.
that
They just
fool
break after a while.
bothered to collect this paltry sum? You can keep it. I merely wanted the watch to know they went too far. I think it's time to promote you to Footpad. Congratulations on your new guild rank.
Man, this guild is easy. I've been working for ages on the Mages Guild and I haven't been upgraded. So, do you have more jobs?
The guild has received a request to obtain a unique
He didn't do air
statuette.
quotes.
It is a bust of Lafasa Indaris, the recently slain Countess of Chadenhall. You will be paid a modest sum. Do you want this job?
Sure.
Excellent. Bring it back to me once you have it.
Well, I guess that's that. Bye.
Shadow hide you.
Yeah. I have reached my goal. I have fenced 100 gold. I know. Independent thievery. Wait. Why did you tell me that? My next goal is 100? Oh, did I ruin things?
Good to see you again.
I think I ruined things.
Jobs? Look, when he leaves, you break in. However, well, sometimes
Oh, I ruined it. Shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't do that. Don't even know where this is. It's fine. We didn't do much. I'm gonna need to steal all the things. Well, it doesn't matter because I got the footage, and that's fine. There's really not much in here. There's the Nern route, which is crucial if I can get it. And then there's this. So basically what happened there is that because the quest update came after I did the thing that I'm supposed to do after the quest update. Does that make sense? I couldn't do the thing that I was supposed to do because of the quest update. Were there blueberries upstairs? No, the blueberries were elsewhere. I've never had blueberries. Also, it's not blueberries, it's blueberries. I have learned. Which is why? It's like a cupboard. It's not a cupboard, it's a cupboard. Why? It's fine. It's like bowman. It's not a bowman, it's a bowman. Why? Nobody knows. English is such a funny language. Never ask you. What do you mean never? What did I say? Did I say never? Did you say did you say never? It was a minute ago. I am bad at twitching. I twitch a lot though. That's not the okay.
Have you recovered those?
And now
Shadow hide you.
I get this. Save the game just in case.
Good to see you again.
Then ask him for special jobs.
Shadow hide you.
And the quest gets added. And I assume something different happens here. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, that's a different thing. Mages Guild. Let's go back to Mages Guild jobs. I'll say that. Blueberries are pretty tasty. Oh, that right. The blueberries that I've never had. No, I don't think I have. I don't know. I don't know what they are even.
Hello.
Hey, sir.
I'm rather busy I'm busy. What do you need?
I was sort of hoping that we'd be able to, you know, hit the docks and have a drink. But no.
Shadow hide you.
You too. Anyway, let's do Mages Guild stuff. Join the Mages Guild. Yes, I'm trying to. So the last one that we need to go to, I believe, is Skingrad, because that's where we can get some Nern route quests. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, Coral first. Let's go to Coral. Blueberry soda. Probably not. I don't think I've ever seen it even. Oh, wait. I think I know what it is. Mirtilo. I think I know what it is. Let me look it up. I need to do it on the phone, though, because... I need to see the Portuguese version of the wiki page. I've never seen them out in the wild. They look aggressive. They look like they're gonna murder me. Do we not have multiple languages here? Does Mobile Wiki not... There's even a specific... There's even a specific type of blueberries. Oh, you can't see it. Which is called Madeira blueberry. Which is specifically endemic to a part of Portugal. Madeira, which is islands. It's an insular area of Portugal, so it's kind of far away, but still. I don't know. I mean... I can't see from here. No, wait, I can. There's a desktop site. That's what I need. Oh, Internet of Things. Yeah, I can find the sidebar. There's a sidebar on the... Yeah, I can't do it from here. I'm sorry. Blueberry ginger beer. I don't think I've ever had ginger beer. What is ginger beer? Isn't ginger beer like a sort of soda? It's very... Here in Portugal, sodas and drinks in particular, soft drinks I believe is the correct name, they're not at all like what I understand them to be in the US. There's just so many brands in the US. Popular brands that people know. And here in Portugal you don't have that. There's a lot of brands for sure, but and also, well, not as many as in the US. But there's a lot of brands, you just don't know them because they're just small-time factories here and there making whatever drink that you want. And so they usually compete on price rather than competing on what type of thing. So, like, if you want a Dr. Pepper in the US, then you get a Dr. Pepper. You're not going to get the Sprite. Or you're not going to get a, I don't know what else. We have a lot of American brands here. We got Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Sprite and 7-Up and... I don't know, there's more. But there's not a lot of variety. There's not a lot of stuff. And specifically when it comes to things like root beer, for example, it's not a thing that we have at all. Like, if you wanted to get it, you need to go to, like, special shops that sell that sort of stuff. Ginger beer, I assume, is something like root beer. The slang for blueberry in my area is Klingon. Lol. That's weird. Ginger beer is a lot more intense of a ginger flavor versus ginger ale, too, which I like. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it. So this is Coral. Hey.
Welcome to Coral. Keep your nose clean, and we'll be good friends. Make a mistake, and the Coral Guard will be all over you like a cheap cuirass.
I don't like you.
Goodbye.
Forever. I'll find the guilds on my own. Look at that, I found the Fighters Guild already. And the Mages Guild, too. This one looks like a castle. Even though that's... I don't think that would be possible to build. There's just a guard looking at me. Curcuma-flavored variant.
Evening.
Hello. Oh, she's off. No!
Hello. I'm Castor Scribonia, the writer, author of Woman Gone Wild.
Just a single woman gone wild. Okay, tell me about Coral.
Who is the fairest of them all, other than myself? The proprietor of the Grey Mare is lovely. She and the guard captain would be a nice couple.
Why? Why would you... You know the guard only employs men. Why would you say that? I thought that she was saying, like, some sort of hot, spicy romance between her and the... I don't know the person that she referred to. Anyway, tell me rumors.
I think we're in for some hard times.
No, we're not. It's fine. You're ill Septim. He barely knew
Take care.
anything. Okay, Mages Guild. Time for me to steal all the things. As I always do. Aha! Jesus. Oh, there you go. See you later, Bacalful. Another thing that I just thought of is what brands do here in Portugal a lot is they just have different flavors of. Usually when it's juice, they have just different flavors, like Fanta does. This is some good stuff in here, and so you'll see a lot like the same brands over and over again, and just different flavors. Imagine if Coca-Cola, if everybody drank different types of Coca-Cola instead of just being Coke Classic. Just, I got cherry flavor, I like cherry flavor or something. Because there's no Coke, there's no Classic when it comes to juice. Although there is, like Fanta is usually, people will think of Fanta as in the orange taste. And Sumol, which is, I believe, a Portuguese brand. They will, oh, this is... I'll take that. They'll think of the peach taste. Although they do other... My favorite is pineapple. That's what I drink most of the time, honestly. But they have other stuff. They have, like, sub-brands and whatnot. But it tends to be the same company. Okay. Why was that marked as stolen if what was inside was not? Secrets. Whoa, this Mage's Guild is just loaded. I'll take that. This one is locked. Well, it's like the other ones. I think this level up is gonna have a little bit of agility, considering that I'm getting a lot of security. I think that's agility. Is that agility? Or is that perception? I don't know. Should be able to buy it in a local IKEA. Just try Ulmust. I have not heard of that. Also, I pronounced it IKEA. I don't even know how... I know how I know how Luther told me to pronounce it. IKEA. Yeah, IKEA. That's how he told me to do it. But, of course, in English, there's a specific pronunciation. IKEA? Our alchemy has gone up. Sure. Not a big fan of that. Anyone else like the taste of unflavored carbonated sparkling water? I can drink a little bit of that. I like the flavor. There's some brands here in Portugal that specialize specifically in that. In that type of drink. I come from a family that drinks that only when they're feeling ill. Like stomach aches and stuff like that. Which is the... I'm not sure if it's the origin of of soda as a drink. But I do that as well. Like if I'm feeling sick in the stomach, I'll drink a little bit of carbonated anything, really. And I'm not sure if it works. It might be just a, what's the name of the thing? What's the name of the thing when you take a medicine and you think it's working, but it isn't? I don't know that, what is... Panacea? No, the opposite of that. The opposite of panacea. Placebo, that's the one. Thank you very much. To both of you. Placebo. It might very well be, I don't know. I know my mom used to drink that a lot. Like, well, not a lot, but like frequently. In, whenever she was feeling sick. Angalmo. I'll speak to you eventually. It's a very open guild in here. Let's go to the basement. You prefer it with flavor. Yeah, flavor just masquerades that sort of acid, tangy taste of... I don't actually know what it is. It's whatever they put, the carbohydrates or whatever. Ooh, that jade amulet right there. Homeopathy, lol. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Quill. Burrell. A lot of lettuces. Did I just pick up an ironwood nut? There's a lot of alchemical stuff over here. Maybe this is the land of alchemy for the Mages Guild. I'll take all of your things. I need them. Always take alchemical ingredients. Unless you really don't want to level up alchemy. But I don't know why you wouldn't. Ruination. My strawberries are all spilled. Ooh. Oh, that's bad. This is bad. It's stealable. Man, my security. Ah! You know what you mean, though? My grandmother was a very firm believer in that. Did seem to help as a kid. I think so. I think it might. And I mean, it makes some sense. In just as a sort of making your stomach sort of, you know what I mean? Because it's very bluff. So if you're gonna put some of that in your stomach, then yeah, makes sense. I can believe that. But then again, that's also the problem of anything that's not a doctor telling you if it works or not. It's that the reason why people do it might very well be because they can believe it, because it's so instinctual. Or at least can be so instinctual. So the reason for you to believe them is the same reason that they believe it, which is, of course, not how it should be. I really like this mod that adds us to be able to see outside. That's really cool. Must have taken a bunch of work to actually get it to work. And also because it's not really that noticeable. And also sometimes it rains inside. Because this game can't keep its rain under wraps. Kameldze, where we're going eventually. Ooh, look at this table, full of things. Hey, I was just stealing things.
Is it, associate?
Is it early morning already?
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Athregard of the Mages Guild. How can I serve you?
I am new here.
Knowledge is the key to...
Thank you. Tell me of the Mages Guild.
Training and spells. Training and spells. It gets so boring.
Don't forget, one of the Mages colleges have an invisible dude who will be stealing things. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't think he's telling the truth.
We'll see.
We will. Okay. Likes it? Okay.
No. You're way... I wish I could say that. Please, I wish I... You can't scare me.
I can try.
That's just talk. What a wonderful compliment.
Okay, tell me about the Mages Guild now.
Training.
No, that's the same.
Half of the Council of Mages resigned.
Let's see. This seems seems like it would make things worse adding a gas to an upset stomach, but maybe shaking things up helps. That's also... I can also believe the opposite. It's true. I heard Yulmus described as a root beer, but I have never had root beer, and it's a Christmas drink, so it should be on shelves on IKEA, sell Swedish food and drinks. I was by IKEA just today, and I didn't go in because I was doing other things until it rains inside. Absolutely. Okay, well, pleasure.
You too.
Pleasure doing business with you. Not really. Okay, I'll take your hams, though. Ham and cheese? Did you really? They really did that, didn't they? Oh. Well, I guess I'm over encumbered. Not a problem. Do I have ease burden? No. Can't cast it. That's a bit of a problem. A bummer. Okay, well I can make do. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's fine. It's totally fine. How about... Really don't want to do away with that. Mixed unit 5-year tech. No, I don't need that. There we go. Let's never be here again.
What is it, associate?
Nothing. I'll come back in a little bit. I'm gonna just sell my things. Going to the market district. The fast travel does make trading so much simpler. Which is not necessarily the best of things, because it then highlights how meh it is. Because it's just taking it. It stops being about the trading and it's just about the taking of the loot. And then you come here.
It is good to see.
You come here to convert it.
Tell me more.
This guy loves me. Super.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
No. No, you may not. And take my fine wares instead. He's not saying anything. I don't like when you don't say anything.
I can't do that.
I like that. Because it means I'm at the edge. I do have a lot of stuff.
A fine and
burden. These are these poisons? Because I think this game has poisons that you can put on. Ooh, I had a cure disease potion. Well, I don't need cure disease. I don't need cure poison for sure, but I don't need cure disease because if I'm diseased, I just go to a shrine. So I have an easy time with that.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Oh, look at all this resist fire. Made by me. All this restore fatigue. Really light restore fatigue as well. All this is money made by me. It's lovely, lovely money. Fortify health. Drain agility. Jesus.
You drive a
agility Jesus.
Price. That's more.
Y'all need agility Jesus. Drain intelligence. Fortify luck.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
That's what I like to hear. A game of dinner. Beguile. Beguile is really good. Bound Dagger Tome. Nah, nobody needs that. Darkest Darkness.
You drive a hard bargain.
Inspiring Touch. For rallying. What is rallying? It's for when people are freaking out, isn't it?
That's a good deal.
Or something, I'm not sure. Log of ammo bay, can I just sell you? Oh yeah. Drain fatigue? Nope. Minor wound? No, that's stupid. Why would I want to do that? I have fire coming out of my fingers. Stomach virus 0, soda 1. Some carbonated beverages will ease an upset stomach depending on what's causing the upset. For example, if you have a stomach virus, lowering the pH of your stomach, or of your upper stomach in specific, and esophagus with the carbonic acid will kill microorganisms. That's really interesting. It makes a lot of sense. Unless you're Dark Brotherhood, then gods will not listen to your prayers. I'm not Dark Brotherhood. Yet.
You drive a hard...
They will just stop doing that? I'll need to learn the skill. By the time I join the Dark Brotherhood, I'll have the skill to cure disease.
That seems a fair price. That's more than I'd usually pay.
What is Snowball? Snowball is bad, is what it is. It's a lovely name for a cat, though. Or a dog. Oh, yes.
You got it.
And the fact that he never runs out of money is just so much better than what they did with Skyrim. Where basically you can sell your crap and you just have to have a chest to put all the crap that you can sell. A chest that just keeps growing and growing and growing because every time you come back to town, you just can't sell all of your stuff. Especially if you're doing a Let's Play. Portable breeze. I have 2 portable breezes.
You've made
I still think those are farts.
A good price.
but I don't know.
Thank you.
Nope, thank you. Bye. He must
It is
love me
good to-
so much. What is your level of
Tell
love?
me more.
100 love. 100 love. Is that 100 love? We're gonna do woohoo and what was the line in The Sims? I don't know, there was a line in The Sims. Make for baby, I think. What is that? What? I have mods. That's what I can tell. That's what I can say. I have mods. The gods will tell you to repent for your sins, wicked one, and not give any buffs or cure diseases. The worst gods.
I'm only asking for a single.
The worst gods, I tell you. But it's gonna be a while. Don't worry about it.
How are you?
Fine.
How are you? Let's continue stealing. Now we have people up here.
Well met, guildmate.
You too, Brother Joffrey. That was Brother Joffrey right there. Okay, I've stolen all the things over here. What was I stealing? I was stealing things from the table. The strawberry that broke the giant's back. A lot of darkest darkness. I'm gonna stop taking those. I'm tired. I'm tired of these books. Just gonna drive me insane. I don't need that much money. So anything above 10 gold per weight, but not something at 10 gold per weight is gonna be my threshold right now. Because there's a lot of books that are worth 10 and I just can't. It's boring and useless. And I want to progress. I mean, the novice calcinators, that's good enough. Because there's a lot of it costs a lot of money. Oh, I'm breaking things. Stop it. They just put alchemical stuff around, and you take it. Of course you do. There's one shrine you can still pray to, the shrine of Sither, save me, the Vile's lair. Oh, okay, that if he cures my disease, then that's not too bad. But it's still something to know. This one is locked. There we go. Oh. There we go. And nothing inside. What a weird room. Bouquet of flowers. Can I do this? Yes, I can. You can see the stealth icon, by the way. I got my face in front of it. Which sucks a little bit. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the UI that the mod adds. It's very tiny UI on the lower left corner of the screen. I like the big one. I mean, I don't like the big one. It's just for recording, it's better. The big one. I like the big one. Assassination! That's the Emperor, I think. Mm-hmm. A lot of very expensive tomes around here. think we did everything. Except the basement. Did we go to the basement? I don't think we went to the basement. I don't know that it is a basement. Hello.
Excuse me. My name is Angalmo. Can I help you?
Yes. I have some Nern roots. It's not here though. No, I'm looking. I'm here for a recommendation. You can't help me with that. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
If you need training.
Just like with real lockpicking, some pins will be easier to lock in place unless you've done others. Oh.
To him about it.
Well, thank you. Have you heard any rumors?
I can't believe
that's an interesting thing. I didn't know that.
Associate was found dead in Cheydinhall. What kind of place are they running there? Be seeing you.
Indeed.
Well met, guildmate.
Oh.
What is it, associate?
Tikios, you're the leader, aren't you?
What is it, associate? Do you need something?
Yes, I need a recommendation.
I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand.
IKEA names of furniture are just gibberish. They are?
If perhaps you can clear up a small
I didn't know that.
Involving Irana.
Never really thought about it.
Prove your
I know a Marcus.
Guild and earn my
That's the name that I know. Okay, tell me about Irana.
She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers.
There's necromancy afoot.
Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is. Determine what she's after and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here spreading her lies.
Spreading her lies. Okay, what do you have to tell me about Coral?
It's good that you've joined one of our local organizations. It helps you make the right connections.
Well, I guess that's true. Tell me about the local organization.
We're all better off now that necromancy has been banned from the guild.
I do wonder if necromancy has anything to do.
Make haste. I wish to be rid of Irana as soon as possible.
With Irana. I wonder what she's up to. Anyway, we have a mission, and we must follow through with it. I need to speak to Irana and find out why she's in Coral. And, of course,
met, guildmate.
Quest markers are very important, because he didn't tell me where she was.
Well met.
Good to see you.
They say that...
Lovely place, this. The Arboreum mod. I believe it's called just Arboreum.
It's you. Hi.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. Is the one that makes the trees bigger. It does make the game a lot prettier, I would say. There's some bugs. Or there was. The original version had some bugs. I remember playing the original version back when. Oh, this is her house. Or... it's the Grey Mare.
Unless there's a drink in this for me, you might as well stop talking.
That's brutal.
What is it?
Hi.
They say that when you...
Ah, yes. You are a guild mage, are you not?
Complete
You're
darkness.
different from the others. Yes, yes, this is good. There's a small matter with which you may be able to assist. It's nothing worth involving your guild in, I assure you. Best if kept just between us, yes? So, what say you?
This game has the most realistic lockpicking. Lockpicking the pin up is akin to lodging the pin on the edge of the cylinder. Coven Guy, welcome to the stream. I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry. I didn't notice that you were... that you wasn't the same as the people who were commenting already. Welcome on in. It does. I was showing before. You're very right. Locking the pin up is akin to lodging the pin on the edge of the cylinder while you're putting pressure on it. I was doing that before. I have a little. I can go back and get it because it was like an hour or something ago. I was showing it. Because I have a lock that's transparent, and you can see all the little pins in there. So this would be the... no, actually the other way around. This would be the way the lock is, and just put the key in here, and I have the tools over there, lock picks and whatnot. And I actually picked it off camera though, because I can't pick it the other way around. It's for it's not a training lock though. This is a teaching lock, because for training you need multiple locks. Because I opened this very easily because I know the combination. I go for the fifth pin, and I go for the third pin, and you open it like that. And it's actually a hard lock to open because it's so deep. The last, you can see it in the key. If I put it in front of my face like that, you can see the top of the key, the head of the key, this bit at the end. It's got a very, very tall little dent in there, and that means that the last, or the fifth in this case, the fifth pin is very up there, so you need to have a good hold on it, and you need to push it up a lot, which makes it actually difficult to open. But I did manage to open it. But it's not a training lock because you know that, so you just do that over and over again and you don't learn anything. You learned on a gun safe. See no see-through training for me. Yeah, that's a lot more difficult. I mean, that's really cool to see specifically how. I mean, I wish there were other locks, other type of locks with that sort of acrylic design. I suppose you can make it yourself. Acrylic is not too difficult to make, but there's the feel that you get on the pick, especially if you're talking about spools or usually there's spools, which is a specific type of pin, but there's other types I forget the name of. Different types of pin that feel very different in the hand, but how they look and what are you doing with them when you're interacting with them. Seeing that firsthand is really cool. I always thought it would be interesting to learn to pick locks, great for emergencies. It's not great for emergencies. Lock picking is terrible. Lock picking, I suppose it works in very, very convoluted situations. And the problem is I don't believe you can always carry your picks around. I understand what you mean, the great for emergencies, but like there's always a better way of opening something. A lock picker is only needed when you want to not destroy the lock or just not destroy something, and is like usually you have a specific thing that you need open and not when you're in a hurry, because it takes longer than basically any other sort of attack. And in fact, that's sort of an interesting thing. A lot of the locks that you see that are sold are not necessarily very well protected against lock-picking attacks, even against raking attacks or bumping attacks. I say raking, but it's bumping, the correct term. Because more common attacks are, and they're more common because they're easier, are usually with like brute force and stuff like that. Picked myself back into my house once with a paper clip and a straight screwdriver. That's proper. That's proper stuff. Yeah. What I suggest you do is the old trick of a key under a rock. That works every time. Just don't put it in just like next to your door. Just make it like put it on the roof or something like that. Mine is not on the roof. Actually, I had one. I don't remember where it was though. But now we don't. And the last time that happened, I had to get in through a window. This size. I was a lot thinner at the time. 90% of padlocks can be easily shimmed. Yeah. Oh, shim. Shimming is another thing as well. Yeah, I know what that is. I don't have a shim though, but that's when you put put a little thing next to the shaft of the it has a name. It's not shaft, but next to the thing and to the circle thing, and just push it in there, and you want to lock it like that. And there's a lot of it's not even just the padlocks that happen. Anything with a similar sort of lock where there's a pipe, and then there's an indentation on the pipe, and what's locking is something that's stuck on that indentation that very often can be attacked in that sort of strategy. Iris scanner. Electronic locks tend not to be any better at defense than normal locks. They are more convenient though, Sometimes. Now I have one is a dummy sprinkler. I now have one in a dummy sprinkler. Well, that's an interesting strategy, actually. That's a good one. Outside, that was a burp. Outside, we have these big bulbous lamps. They are detachable. Like you can screw them off the protective shell. So that's also a nice place. And you said dummy sprinkler. I remember that. That's a nice place to store things. Let's see. Yes, I'm interested.
Excellent.
I don't know why she wants to know,
but
but...
It's a simple task, really. All you need to do is fetch a book for me. The book is entitled Fingers of the Mountain. It is of no use to you. You won't be able to read it. I, however, can, and would very much like to. You'll find it at an old ruin called Cloud Top. It's north of Coral, up in the mountains. I'm afraid I don't have an exact location. Return it to me immediately when you have it.
No lock can keep out someone who knows enough about locks.
Or anyone
well,
else in your guild. I will
even the most secure locks are not 100%. Fingers of the Mountain.
Is that so?
It is. Well, I suppose... Can we go back? I need to tell Takios about this, of course. Before we go and get the book. Of course Takios is going to be like, oh yeah, go get the book. And I'm like, yeah, I was going to get the book, but that's beside the point. Yeah, there are locks that are not openable. Or not... Well, it's not that they're not openable or not pickable, but there are locks that have never been picked.
What's the latest?
It's like the whole thing. I'm not aware of any, but I know they exist. Takios. Oh, that's not Takios. You're not Takios.
What?
Oh, he's bad of hearing. Fingers of the Mountain.
What? Not only does it exist, but she knows where it is.
I use my knowledge of it for good. Good.
That book needs
You can take 2 wrenches to open most small locks. That's also true. Yeah.
I trust that as a member of...
I don't know the name of that attack, but I know how to do it.
Right thing and acquire this text.
There are some really weird lock designs that are probably unpickable. Yeah.
Are we clear? Ignore her request. Go to this place she has described and return with the book. This is far more important than any petty squabble.
I told you it was gonna ask us to get the book.
Finding that book should be your top priority, associate.
It is my top priority, associate. Okay, let's see. Cloud Top. She said she didn't have the coordinates. We know exactly where it is. I thought I was gonna need to go search for things and make a cut on YouTube for you know. I mean, I'm gonna make a cut, but you know. Maybe unpickable, but not bypassable. Not bypassable is one way or another. All locks are susceptible to brute force attacks. Not necessarily. It's very easy to make a lock like to have barriers behind the lock. Like if you have a vault, imagine you have a vault and you have a wall behind the vault that is, I don't know, ready to drop when you try to do anything but touch the lock. There you go. The wall drops and there you go. No brute force for you. When you say brute force, do you mean like trying multiple attempts? There's a lot of locks that are not like that. There's things like warding and there's like a thing. There's a type of lock that the key. I don't have the key anymore because I put it over there. There's a type of lock that you need to put the key in and then rotate it into a way, and then in that rotation is where the key is actually in line with the pins, and then you rotate it again. And that type of lock is super difficult to pick because you need to specialize tools for that. Like you need a special pick for that sort of pick because it needs to go in and then come back out. It's just, yeah, usually it doesn't just go in and come back out. You need to rotate it and then come back out. So it can be, yeah. If you want to know about that, if you want to learn about those weird locks, there's a channel that I found on YouTube called The Lockpicking Lawyer. And he picks locks and talks about locks and reviews locks. Well, I'm not sure if review is the word, but anyway, goes through a few locks. Yeah, call it. Of course. Is there anyone better? I don't know. So yeah, I recommend it. A sufficient amount of brute force will get you into any container, although it may destroy the container. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose that's okay, but to have the lock itself be susceptible to it, I think that's stretching it. That's more, I think that's more to do with the fact that security, the principle, a very important security principle is that security is all relative. So nothing is 100% secure. Because, like, I don't know, think of, there's this one place, there's this one thing in Hawaii, I think they want to store a bunch of radioactive material. And it's like super bad radioactive material that really cannot be open to space. And if it is, it's going to contaminate the Earth forever or something like that, something ridiculous. And they want to put it underground and build... This is a lovely place, by the way. We're not going to go there, but anyway. They want to put it underground and build a bunker over it and just protect it and put a bunch of warning signs and all this sort of stuff. And that's security. That's part of security, right? Making a barrier above and below. You know, it's not the same sort of security as protecting, valuables from thieves, but it is still the same principle. However, they wanted to, mark it like above ground. They had a consideration to mark it above ground so that to warn people, don't dig here. Like we're talking thousands of years in the future, because it's for that thing is never gonna disappear. It's never gonna stop being super dangerous. So they wanted to make a big deal out of it, and they figured that the best way to do it would actually be to not mark it at all, to not mark that place. But of course, that also has shortcomings. So it's not an absolute terms that not marking that site is going to be any safer than putting up warning signs. So it's judgment call, right? And for security, it's the same thing. You don't want to lock your house up in a cement bunker without doors, because that would be the safest one. But then you wouldn't use your house to store your things, because you'd never be able to get in there, so you'd store your things outside. And then your things would get stolen. So, in a weird but really real way, a house that's locked up in a cement wall without doors or anything is a lot it's a lot less safe than a normal house without locks, even, because you wouldn't use the house with the cement door with cement walls, if you know what I mean. We're just going up the mountains. It's just a lovely place. The cloud top, I guess, so yeah. Aren't those locks with numbers instead of keys more secure? Often not. Often not. Because the locks with numbers usually have electrical devices and bypasses anyway. So it's like you look at them and like, oh, you just there's a thing over here. You just unscrew it and you open it. Then there it is. You can get into any combination lock in less than 30 minutes. And there's brute force attacks for the number locks as well. Yeah, that's the other problem. Unless, of course, they have mechanisms to allow you to not brute force. But usually, it's a lot easier to make combination locks than it is to make a key lock. So they tend to be cheaper and worse. No need to throw away, since they are attempting to make nuclear power that works with waste so that you don't waste. No, it's like it's something really, I don't know what it is, but it's something really bad. It's not even about nuclear. It's like something ridiculous. I don't know what it is. I saw the video. Where did I see that video? I don't know. I can tell you the channels I follow regarding that. Physics Girl, Vsauce, Veritasium. Those are the three main channels that I follow regarding this. But I might have seen it in 3 Blue 1 Brown. Because, you know, YouTube recommendations, you know how it is. Best way to secure your things of value from being stolen is to make it look like you don't have anything worth stealing. Yeah. I mean, a bank vault is not a bad idea either. To be honest. You just put it in there. Except they cost money. But if you have valuable things, then yeah, just invest in a bank vault. Don't get your own vault at home. Because, like, don't do that. Man, this thing is really steep. We're just get steeper as we climb up. It's starting to rain up here. It's a micro. Oh, we found it. It's a micro. What's the word? Microclimate? Those actually, microclimates are real things. I don't think this is it. I know intimately how the climate works in this game, and it's all to do. It's sort of funny actually, especially with the mod. I also don't know intimately how the mod I have works. Basically, if you're above a certain latitude, I think it's somewhere around here, you get snow weather. Maybe it's over here instead. You get snow weather. So in that particular part of the world, you can actually get snow weather when you're not in snow, and anywhere else you don't get snow weather. You get all the same weather rotation. It doesn't matter your actual altitude; it's your latitude. Fingers of the mountain in the charred remains of a person. And she said I can't read it. I think she just meant to say that I'm an educated pleb. Oh, it's not a real book. It's in fact not a book at all. You see that? It's a misc. It lies to us. I'll take your gold. Well, I found the book titled Fingers of the Mountain. I need to deliver it to either Erana at the Grey Mare Tavern in Coral, or to Tekios at the Coral Mages Guild. Well, who do you think I'm gonna deliver it to? We'll get a metal door and just weld it every time I get out then. Well, but then that's such a huge amount of security. People would wise up to it. They'd be like, what the heck is Jung keeping in there? That he goes through the trouble of welding that door. Must be the codes for the nuclear power machine or something. And then they would kill you when you went in there. And just be like, oh, what do you have over here? And then they found your private collection of beer and your special editions of comic books. And what other things? What other special things do people keep? They have a small stack of 1 gram gold bars from the multiple mints. My favorite is Perth Mint. It's stamped with tiny kangaroos. That's funny. Is it 1 gram? Did I say? Is that the right one, or is it? Because I think gold is measured in. I thought it was carats actually, but there's another measure for gold, where like the ingots will have. Yes, 1 gram. Okay. So those are really tiny. Those are super tiny. How is it 1 gram? Gold is really heavy. About 45 USD. Yeah, that's about right. I think it's about 50 now. Or it was like 3 months ago. I remember checking the price of gold, and I vaguely remember the 50 number, and I believe it was per gram. I can see the temple from out here. You can also jump over some walls. I think there's one city where you can actually jump over the wall. Not this one, I don't think. You have a kangaroo stamped gold bar. That is awesome. You want to stand? Yeah. That kangaroo stamped gold bar is the best gold bar. Wait, there's somebody out here. No coin.
And have you seen him?
Iran is out here?
I just don't get it.
They're complaining about things. She didn't even look at me. She doesn't deserve this. She's not gonna look at me. I'm not gonna give her the thing. Hey.
Yes?
I got the fingers out of the mountain.
You found the book. My trust in you was...
They're about the length of a U.S. postage stamp and after
Hand
width.
it over,
Oh, right, because they...
please.
Of course, they're very... Of course. Yeah, here's the book.
Ah, yes, this is indeed the correct book. You've not been able to open it, I presume. Then all is well. You have shown...
Oh, they must be hollow then.
...of the guild, and for that I thank you. You shall have the recommendation you need. Now, I must ensure this book is kept safe. Excuse me.
Thank you. And I got the recommendation, which means we can go to Chidenhall. Or, which one is it? Skingrad? I think it is Skingrad. We haven't been there. Join the Mages Guild, let's see. It is Skingrad. Let me make sure I have a Nern route, though. I do have multiple Nern routes. The Tiny CDK's Jewels case, I think they're called. Yeah, but like, wouldn't that have to be hollow, though? Because, like, if that was made of iron, I think it would be more than 1 gram. And gold is like, iron is, I think, 11 density, the value, and gold is 27, something around there. Also, aren't there a lot of pushback against storing nuclear waste? No, I don't know. I think you need to. Like, it's not about what are you gonna do with it. You can send it to space, I suppose. But I think there's something. I don't know what it is. There, you've melted one. 2 millimeters thick. Oh, okay, it's really tiny then. Oh, you mean the... Oh, I know the CD cases that you're referring to. The jewel CD cases. I know the CD cases. Okay, yeah, I can see that being 1 gram. Probably, yeah. Yeah, they're about right. Okay, let's go to Coral. Coral is the first time we are going there because we have never been there. Skingrad, not Coral. Dang it. Let's go to the stables. I think we might have been here when we were... Yeah, we were here when we were trying to get the shrines. It's a bad time to arrive at the town. It's an interesting town as well. Hey.
Greetings, Argonian. You're new here in Skingrad? Fine. I'll make sure the captain knows we have a stranger in town. Please, keep your weapons sheathed and use your best manners. We're a bit suspicious of strangers here. Don't give us anything to be suspicious about. Will you, please?
I don't like you either.
Bye.
Yeah, you don't need to put an apostrophe behind by. I don't like him. So this town is really interesting because it's got this sort of approach. It's the only town where you get in through the first front gate, and then you're not immediately into other towns. You have these... I was going to say portcullis, but they're not. Because there's no actual port. So they're just arches. But yeah. So we're looking for the Mages Guild. People going into... What is this? The Westweald. That'd be a nice place for us to sleep. But we can sleep at the Mages Guild as well. Oh, I found the Mages Guild. Also, yeah, this town is really cool. Because it's the only one that really kind of adds this sort of claustrophobic streets. Which happens again in Skyrim. There's one town... in Skyrim that has this sort of feeling, which is the one that is on top of a stone arch. And I don't remember the name, but I like that one the best. I think it's the capital of Skyrim, I'm not really sure. Hi.
Well met, guildmate.
You have your back turned towards me.
I'm Salinas Vesinus of the Mages Guild, and I'm so...
No, absolutely, go for it. Solitude, that's the one. Absolutely, you can post a link. I'm looking for a recommendation.
Adriana Barrena is the person you're looking for. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to help you.
Well, thank you very much. Tell me about Skingrad.
Have you met Adriana Barrena? Our Skingrad
This guy's
Mages
obsessed with
Guild
Adriana Barrena. That looks so
Not the
cool.
most pleasant person, I'll admit. Don't mind her.
Those look really cool.
Interested in training? I do the conjuration.
They do cost a lot more.
Andruja
Well, a
does
little
the
bit more than
mysticism.
what you said. So the price of gold has gone up. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
The guild can provide you with some training, but the best
really cool.
trainers are usually very hard to find.
Okay, well, bye.
Take care.
You have elite stones in here? Well, I took it. Because I'm part of the guild, so I can take your things. That's how it is. And I'm gonna take a lot of things. Oh, they also sell the big ingots. You can buy half a kilogram for I don't know, I forget, 25 grand or something like that. Druja. I'll take your things, Druja, if you don't mind me. Keep things tidy. Mm-hmm. So let's go to the basement. Started buying them at 41.5 US. Yeah, there's also the value of the coin itself that changes. Not only does the value of gold itself change, but the value of the coins. So there's a lot of things there to take into account. I don't keep track of it. I believe I don't have gold. But I think my family does. Like some bric-bracs or whatever. Enough to, like, buy food. Well, any amount. The thing about gold is that any amount of gold is enough to buy food. Because even a gram is worth $50. And I say that, you know, $50 is enough to buy food, isn't it? Depends on where you are, I suppose. There's not much going on. Take all of your alchemical ingredients. Assassination! Empty shelves. They're empty shelves because they couldn't just put a whole lot of books. Oh, I'm over encumbered now. Because the game wouldn't take it. Repair hammers? I mean, I can repair some stuff. Let's drop one of these. And let's come back. I'll go sell some things. I need more strength to carry all the loot, and we're not even dealing with a lot of loot right now. Smarter to put savings in metals so long as you can store them safely than a savings account, because your gold value will more likely increase more than your interest accrued in savings account. Yeah, most likely. Then it's also a little bit safer. Well, it's kind of complicated, but it's a little bit safer to just buy gold because of just the bank might not be there when you need it. And so, you know, that's another thing to take into consideration. It's not that the gold will be of any value in case of a economic meltdown, mind you, but that's a different thing altogether. At that point, you really have to start considering what, like, if you're thinking about how to have something in case of a worldwide economy crash, then I think you probably should start thinking about investments in actual, you know, instead of saving the money, you should think into putting the money to work rather than, you know, just sort of.
It is good.
Like, it's better to have a house than it is to have a field, if you know what I mean. Because the house can protect you of the rain, but the field, like, yeah, it's real estate, but if the economy crashes, then it's just not going to be good.
Let's do business.
Let's do business, indeed. Let's bring that higher. Okay, so how about one of this?
Oh, yes.
72? This guy's gonna make me rich.
You've made a good bit of gold.
He's complaining now. That's him complaining.
That seems a
Invest in a stockpile of water. Water can be polluted. Unless you mean like what Nestle does. which is just actually buy the rights. But then again, that's part of the reason why the world economy can crash. But buying the rights to water and whatnot. 45 personality? No.
A fine transaction. That's a good deal.
So you say. Okay, so what do we have? Beguile. Don't need that. On Oblivion. These are good prices. I'll tell you what.
That's a good deal.
And later on, when we have a lot of mercantile, we can actually get make money for infinitely. I think we can make money infinitely. I think it's possible to make money infinitely in... Well, not make money infinitely, but sell for higher than you buy. So you just sell and buy the same thing over and over again until the merchant runs out of money in Skyrim. But I'm not sure that's possible in this game.
An excellent... Please, return...
This is how they're planning to store nuclear waste in Sweden. I'll need to... I don't know why that link didn't... hyperlink. Oh, I can't right-click here. Huh. It's got Swedish letters in it. Oh! Yeah, I can't copy it from here. I'm sorry. But you can... I mean, you can do it. Yeah, I don't remember the video that it was that I saw that on. I'm pretty sure it was Veritasium. So... yeah. That looks like a front to create a bunker for the entire Swedish population in the event of nuclear war. That's maybe because a lot of the times the same sort of principles are applied. Because the dates are just, you know, the amount of time things need to be stored for is just different than a normal storage facility. I don't know, I'm just guessing, because, you know. Okay. Just need to be careful here not to put Nern roots in here. Well, in fact, I can actually take all my Nern roots. I only need 20. Ah, took it. Oh well, we can pick them up. This game has tobacco leaves, but it doesn't have cannabis leaves. What's up with that? Let's see. Nern root. There you are. Ooh! I have exactly 20. Well, I have exactly 21, but I have almost exactly 20. Because, so. It's good. It's good. Okay, let's go back to there. Figure things out. Skarsgård. As long as the Skarsgård family is safe, that's all I care about. Skarsgård. I can't. You can't make the accent letters? What kind of Swedish person are you? No, wait, that's not Jung who's writing that. That's Coven. Sorry. Let's see. Is the Mages Guild this way? I don't know. There's a statue over there of a person on a horse. It is the Mages. Okay, good.
Greetings, guildmate.
Hello. Don't mind me, I'm stealing things. They didn't take my calcinator. I took their calcinator. No, not the alembic. That's too heavy. Nobody cares for alembics. There's just so much alchemy in here. It's like anything they can think of is alchemy. First time you enter a room, pink. I don't know if you can hear it. I think you can. Especially if I'm if I shut up. But the first time you do, because the physics are just weird, and I'm not sure why they didn't develop a button to apply in-game physics to objects. So, I'll show you. Do you see what's in here? It's all in there and stuff. But it's in there the way the developers put it in the creator kit. What is it called? It's got a name. In the tools that they use to create maps, that's the way they put it. They put it in there, they rotate it all nice and pretty, and just, put it in there. So what happens is it's not actually being subject to physics of the game. The game is not calculating physics. But if I touch it, I'll show you. Oh. Let's try it with the goblets. Did you see that? Did you see how it goes up? That's the same principle. When they were all down, it's because they were put there by the developers without being subject to physics. But the moment you touch it, then it starts interacting with hit maps and all that sort of stuff. And the in-game physics start acting up. And that's why. They should have had, in the creator kit or creator set or whatever, they should have had a button that allows you to turn on in-game physics for object, just on a little tick. And every time they put an object in, they would click that button, and the object would settle down to wherever it's supposed to be, and it would work. It's exactly the same. Except they don't have that button. Which means that even mod makers, if they want their objects to not be weird when you touch them, because they float up like weird objects, they need to test them in-game. Like, for example, imagine I was making a mod with those things on the table. I would have to come in-game and test them and see, oh, they're too deep. So I'll pull them up a little bit. And I would go into the mod and I'll pull them up. And then I would go and test them. And then maybe they would be still too deep. Or maybe they would be too high. Who knows? This is just a big mess. And I don't have that. And it's weird. And it's all Todd Howard's fault. And Pete Hines as well, a little bit. A little bit. Not as much. But Todd Howard. Creation Kit, that's the one. Thank you, Nisa. That's the name. Didn't they change that, though? Didn't they change the name for the newer games? When I was a kid, I broke into a Fallout bunker from the Cold War era. It was pretty damn interesting. I wish I did. I never did anything like that. When I was a kid, I fell off a tree. Not head first. I was very surprised that I didn't die. That it didn't hurt either. And specifically, I was very surprised that I hadn't hurt. There's some things in here. Actually, the other time, both times I fell off a tree, it didn't hurt. The times I was a kid. The first time I actually fell and I broke all the branches on my way down and I ripped my pants. And one of my friends was very obsessed with the fact that I had ripped my pants, and I was like, yeah, I fell off a tree. And they were like, oh, you ripped your pants, ah, ha, 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 ha. And I was like, sure, I fell off a tree.
I hope this is important, associate.
And I was like 5 or 6. So, looking back, I was like, I had the notion of people being childish when I was a child. Not that notion stood with me for a long time, mind you, or at all, ever. It's still nighttime, isn't it? No, it's daytime.
Greetings, guildmate.
You too. Oh, it's her.
I hope this is important, associate.
It is important.
I trust you have a good reason for interrupting me.
Yes, I need a recommendation.
I'm afraid I haven't given it much thought.
Construction set for
I'm rather
Morrowind.
busy, you understand.
Right, that's why I mixed it up.
My research occupies nearly all of my time.
That's why I mixed it up.
Now that I think
it's called construction set as well for this game.
Concerning Earthor. He's one of the guild mages here.
I've one-upped you with that one.
Something about it?
Sure?
Excellent. I just don't have the time to search for him again, but I do need to consult him about some notes he borrowed. You might want to ask around and see if anyone can be of some help. Let me know when he's back, and you'll have your recommendation.
Sounds like a good thing. So, tell me about Earthor.
He's an interesting fellow. Salinas Vacinus can tell you more about him if you wish.
She has to pause midway through Salinas
should be around here somewhere. Talk to him
because
if
of
you'd
course
like to know more about Earthor.
Okay, sounds good. So tell me about the Mages Guild.
There's at least one person in every guild hall who offers spells. Check at every hall to make sure you don't miss any.
I will do that. Don't worry about it. Eventually. It's gonna be fun. Except, not really. Have you heard any rumors?
Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one. Tell me about the specific... Speaking of which, tell me about the Arcane University.
It's been the home of the Mages Guild for the longest time. You should see the library they have there. It's the only place worth visiting in the Imperial City, if you ask me. I only make the trip if I can't find a specific book here.
Okay. Well, what about Skingrad, since you're talking about here?
What? You want a tour? Can't you see I have a lot on my mind? Go bother a beggar or guard. They stand around and chatter all day.
You're fun at parties. Okay, well, I'll see you later.
Have Earthor see me when he gets back, Associate.
I will. Hey, Druga.
What? Who are you? Well,
I scared her.
I'm Druya.
Who
You want
cares?
something? Or are you just practicing your Cyrodiilic?
What do you mean, my Cyrodiilic? Tell me about the Mages Guild.
Adriana may read too much, but you should see the summoned spells she taught Vigga. He might teach you if you're skilled enough.
I can learn things even if I'm not skilled enough. I just can't cast them. What about Skingrad?
It's a town like any other. Well, go outside and there's the mountains and wines and sheep. Here in town, though, nothing special.
Have you heard any rumors?
Did you hear that someone played yet another prank on Jean Fosoric and Bruma? I don't know how she keeps falling for these things.
Yeah, I know. I was there. I was the one. Anyway, do you know Earthor?
I haven't seen him in quite some time, but then...
Decadency, welcome to the stream.
Time he's been away, so I wasn't...
Comfort Guy, thank you for the follow, by the way. Kolshan as well. Thank you for the follow. Well, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Excuse me.
I hear you got quite a task from Adriana.
Quite a task? What do you mean?
A nice enough guy, I suppose, but there was that awful scamp incident last year. That's when Adriana told him he needed to practice somewhere else. Somewhere else. Meaning somewhere far away. So he settled down in Bleak Flats Cave, did all his work there, and came back to town twice a week to check in. Hasn't been around lately, though.
Oh, okay. Where is Bleak Flats?
Oh dear. I just can't seem to remember where that is. What a shame.
What do you mean you can't seem to remember where that is? Okay.
I'm here to help if you need me.
Yeah, I do need you. I need to know about Bleak Flats. Do I need to find it? I can't believe I do.
What?
I'm looking for Bleak Flats Cave.
It's just northwest of Skingrad.
Nice one.
See it on the map?
Nice one.
That's where...
What a shame, sounded extremely sarcastic. He did, didn't it?
Adrian told him he
absolutely
couldn't
did.
practice in the guild hall anymore. She probably doesn't even remember that. You might want to make sure she remembers, especially the part about it being her idea.
Thanks for the tip. I will.
Good luck finding Earthor.
Yes. Hey!
You're here about that recommendation, I presume. I'll need to speak with Earthor before I write it.
You don't remember anything, lady. What about the Bleak Flats?
Oh, I do remember telling him to go there. Well, we'll just have to do something about that, won't we? By we, I mean you, of course. I have something that may help. It's a basic fireball spell, in case you need to defend yourself. I'll be here when you get back. Good luck.
I have one of those already. You don't need to teach me that. Don't teach me that. Don't teach me that. Don't teach me that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Dang it. It's even worse than the one I have. I need a stronger one. There's a mod that allows me to delete spells, though. So I'm not too concerned with it. What is the... I don't understand. So greater power, and then we have... No. It's not good. And then I have spells. Yeah. So I got Flare. 6 points. 5 points. Oh! This is an explosion spell. Oh, I can train destruction that way. I'm going to show you. It's really weird, but I can. Okay. I get it to a nice place where I'm not bound to kill people. It's not doing damage to me. Well, I guess I can't train with that. I thought I did. Anyway, off we go. Are you an Argonian woman? Yes, I am. And we're out here. I'm also out of time for the day, by the way. It's a lovely place, this one. This is the western edge, or western side. It is indeed. How I remember. And all of these places are actually places that make wine. The Surreal Brothers are here and all this sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's gonna be... Can you speak to the trees? No, is that an actual thing? I thought... actually, now that you prefer mana-conserving Fireball over weak Fireball. I prefer making my own Fireballs. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. It's a targeted damage spell with a damage over time effect. Oh, right, Coven. Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Anyway, yes. So that's gonna be that for today. For this weekend as well, because I only stream on Saturdays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'm gonna stream again next Tuesday for more Oblivion. And of course, if you want to see the Let's Play that I make out of this, then you have the links over there, and you can click them for... Well, you can't click them, actually, but you can follow them for my channel on YouTube. So, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a good night, or part of the day that you are. Could be morning, could be afternoon, could be anything. Anything. And I hope you have a good weekend. Bye-bye.